All right. Sheesh. Hold on. What is good? What's good? Listen, this is my problem. I need to fix this problem I have with with my whole system, my whole get up. All right. My computer's straight, but I need to find another device to do this on. As far as making videos, content, all content besides going live, I need to find something else other than my cell phone to do it on. Because this is just it's just not working no more. You feel me? It's just not working. But it's my apologies for not setting up correctly. There was no notifications given out at all because I just went live and I forgot to do it early. I forgot. Okay. I was up early. I was doing stuff, but I forgot to actually make the live, to actually put out notifications. So there is no notifications for my live. Hopefully they'll do it in 30 minutes. But if not, you know, I don't know what to say. I had to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? But I'm here. I know I'm late. I'm tardy. I'm early in the morning, but I'm still tardy, but I'm here. But we're going to start this off with an interview that I would like to share. I haven't actually listened to this whole interview. I heard a piece of it, and I'm just going to play. I skipped a lot, but I'm going to play the Pivot podcast. They interviewed Jake Paul, and the things that Jake Paul was saying, he was being, in my opinion, he was being mad disrespectful. This is just my opinion. He was being mad disrespectful. I'm gonna talk about the fights. Well, mostly just the main event because I didn't talk about a lot. Like I've been doing a lot, and I'm gonna disclose to y'all what's been having me wrapped up for the last 6-8 months. You feel me? But it's time now. I just need a better way to make my content as far as my videos and my shorts, and it's up. You feel me? But I will talk about the main event, Lamont Roach versus Zepeda, of course. I will talk about that because I got a lot to say about it. And I'm definitely going to talk about Keyshawn Davis, man, making the East Coast look bad, bro. You're making the East Coast look bad, Brody. Real talk, man. Real talk. And I want to talk about, I have a video or interview that was what Terrence Crawford speaking very ill, speaking mad shit about Boots Ennis. I'm gonna play that video. We got a couple of topics to talk about today, but I want to start it with Jake Paul to get it out the way, especially because I ain't sent out no notifications. You feel what I'm saying? But salute to Reels Daddy in the building. What is good with you? Salute to you. Salute all things in the buildings. Y'all the real ones, man. Always be coming in here regardless of the notifications. Y'all just like boxing. You feel me? Y'all like boxing. I can respect this. Salute to Mike Biggs, boxing in the building. Corner boss in the building early. Definitely appreciate you coming through. Salute to JJ in the building. What is good with you? Top of the morning to you. Let's get into this interview. You hear me? Let's get into this interview. In the meantime, hopefully some people will see that I'm live and catch this good content because I'm finna say some shit now. All right.
In a part of UFC,
like
understanding
I didn't listen to this.
the
I don't have
boxing
no
world,
time
understanding the combat sports world. What is your end game, right? What's the final goal of this business?
I hope it's a forever business. I do not have a tattoo. I've never had one, but tomorrow Jake and I will be getting a most valuable tattoo together for this company because I look at this as being something that lives long beyond myself and Jake Paul and becomes a true platform for fighters in mixed martial arts and boxing and other sports. When Jake came up with the name Most Valuable Promotions, it was his idea. It was to not make it boxing centric. It was with the idea that we could promote any athlete in any event and make it the biggest and most valuable that existed.
Whoa.
What's
that? I just put the budgeting app in base 44.
Guys. Get off the busy.
I love that though, because that takes me outside of actual combat sports,
Exactly.
right? If you're taking any athlete in any sport and giving them an opportunity to have the viewership, the ownership, and the ability to earn, I think that makes this a totally different entity than we've ever seen from two co-founders, two partners. And with you, Jake, a simple question. Why, if you make all this money, do you just keep doing things and trying to pick things that's going to get you hurt?
Like what? Like combat sports?
Yeah.
He said talking about going to the NFL.
Yeah, you just said, you went, right? You boxed, right?
He's still boxing.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
pain is temporary, legacy is forever. So like,
Let's go.
I saw that X-ray.
yeah.
X-rays forever
That
too.
shit, that shit's temporary though. Like on God, honestly, it didn't even the punch didn't even hurt.
I don't believe that, Jake.
I swear on everything, brother. Like it didn't hurt at all.
I mean, he said, "Whoa," right?
The adrenaline.
I was just like, whoa, that was like a good hit. But there's been things in life that hurt a lot worse. Like when you stub your toe, bro, that shit hurts way more than getting hit by Anthony Joshua.
What the fuck? Why is this shit acting retarded?
Well, honestly,
But anyways, adrenaline is a real thing. You feel me? I've been jumped before. You feel me? Got 3 girls. But the thing is when you have a lot of adrenaline pumping through you, you're not really gonna feel a lot. And he was getting beat up. He was running around the ring. It was already 3-4 rounds into it. I bet his adrenaline was already pumping very high. He probably didn't feel the shot, but he felt everything once his adrenaline settled. You understand? Once his adrenaline settled. And the reason why when you stub your toe, it hurts so bad because there's zero adrenaline running through you. You probably just woke up. You chill as I don't know what, and it comes out of nowhere. You feel all of that. Facts.
And I enjoy it. I'm a fighter at heart. I'm a competitor at heart. I'm an athlete at heart. And
oh my gosh. Like, why is this doing this? This ain't cool. This is not cool. And I don't know why it's doing this shit. It was doing this shit the last time I had a damn live. I don't know why everything else works. Everything else works. You hear me? Everything else works. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know what I'm going to do. I'll play it on my phone. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Hold up. I'll play it on my phone. I ain't playing with you, Jake. I'm messing with you.
so that was like a good hit. But there's been things in life that hurt a lot worse. Like when you stub your toe, bro, that shit hurts way more than by Anthony Joshua, honestly. And I enjoy it. I'm a fighter at heart. I'm a competitor at heart. I'm an athlete at heart. And so I think I would be pissed off at myself if when I was 40, I looked back and was like, damn, I could have kept on fighting. That was like the most fun I've ever had. The hardest I've had to push myself physically and mentally, and not just being a businessman. And so while I'm still in my athletic prime, there's still a lot of things I want to accomplish. And I've only set 2 goals for myself in life so far, or 3 goals. One is to become the biggest YouTuber in the world. And I did that, checked that off, then stopped doing YouTube, set the next goal, and that was to become world champion. And so that's the next one on the list. And I just have to do it for myself.
But you're sitting with 3 football players, right? And we like to fancy that sport as a skill that you must attain. And there's a level of foundational athleticism that goes into being able to do it, right? To be 29 years old, to have not stepped on a professional football field, and I'll use the word audacity, right? To have the audacity to say it out loud that that's what you're going to do? What makes you so confident that you can do what we were able to do for a living?
Yeah, I think just God believing in myself, and manifestation and self-belief are some of the most powerful things in the world, and I have God-given talents and athleticism. And when I said I was going to box and beat all of these people and beat Ben Askren and Nate Robinson, Tyron Woodley, Anderson Silva, it was the same response that I'm getting now when I say I'm going to go play slot receiver, because there was no background. I was YouTuber this, YouTuber that. But I bench more than all of you, guaranteed. And that's just like right now. And I don't even practice bench pressing. I'll squat.
Bruh, okay, all right. He said the Pivot Podcast is 3 African-American men that was successful at their sport, which is the NFL, which is football. Salute to Victor in the building. What is good with you? Good morning. Listen, you can feel however you want, and it's really all in how you present things. You understand what I'm saying? It's all in your delivery. You feel me? You can say something that you know that somebody don't want to hear, but they can accept it and know that it's coming from not a place of hate, or you know what I'm saying, or a place of it's coming from a place of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Or you can say it in a way to make them want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jake Paul is a person that's been in the room with a lot of money, as far as people with a lot of money. And you don't really talk to people, to those type of people, and get deals with those type of people using any type of lingo. He could have said whatever he's thinking in a better way than what he's saying. And I know y'all are probably like, somebody's probably going to be like, he's saying it in a good way. No, he isn't. He isn't. And I wish this thing was playing on the screen, because you'll be able to see their reaction to what he's saying. But to just go up to 3, you don't know these men. What, you got cameras in a house or something? How do you know how much they bench press? And he's probably looking at it like, y'all don't work out, so just right now I know I can bench press more than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for real, you talking about playing slot receiver for the NFL, bruh. Who cares that you can? You know what I'm saying? The best slot receiver wasn't the person that benched the most. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what are we really talking about right now? And it just seemed like he went on a tangent it seemed like he just started talking to disrespect these motherfuckers. And I have to say, like, being a woman, and a black woman at that, like, or a woman of color, however y'all want to say it, I know a lot of men that look like Jake Paul that love us but hate y'all, if you understand what I'm saying. And Jake Paul, before we known he had this love for the women's boxing, I knew him from, because I didn't watch his YouTube, whatever he was doing streaming. I didn't watch that shit. I knew Jake Paul when he started boxing. That's how I knew him. I didn't know him before boxing. So when he came into boxing, I just seen you calling all of the men that look similar to the men in this room bitches and disrespecting them like hard. You know what I'm saying? That's who I remember you to be. And then you just started with the women's boxing and shit. Like, bro, you to me, you know what I'm saying? And I can sit here and honestly say that I've dated someone that don't look like him, but you know what I'm trying to say, Jake Paul, but don't look like Jake Paul, but it's like Jake Paul. And I found out that he hated black men with a passion. You understand me? When I found that shit out, that was the last day I talked to him. But I did not know that, because he loved my ass. Do you understand me? Jake, you're starting to seem like you don't got no love for the brothers. Like, do you really have love for the brothers? Or was it just love for all women? You know what I mean? What's up, Jake?
All of you, I'm faster than all of you. Like, actually.
That's not true.
All right, bro.
Yeah, it is. And I don't even practice bench pressing. I'll squat more than all of you. I'm faster than all of you. Like, actually.
That's not true.
It is true. We can.
Bro, he's talking to somebody that is fast as shit. I can't even remember cuz name, but the people from the Pivot Podcast or good football players. You talking about you can bench more than them and you run faster than them? I got money on you fucking up your lifters. Like Kevin Hart said when he fucking tried to race somebody that was a pro athlete. You're going to be asking yourself, why did you even race? The ego is crazy with you right now. On somebody else's platform in front of these three men, bro. Seriously, it's wild.
And I don't even practice bench pressing. I'll squat more than all of you. I'm faster than all of you. Like, actually.
That's not true.
We
squat more?
It's true. We can go down in the street after this. But that's the thing. So, like, when words are cheap, you know, and actions are actually more powerful. And so I'm a doer and a talker at the same time, but I always back it up. Yeah. And so, to me, slot receiver, I have hands, run some routes, catch some balls, block some people. It can't be that hard. Boxing is.
You see what I'm saying? It can't be that hard. When you disrespect somebody else's profession, somebody can have a profession that get paid minimum wage. This profession made them millionaires and set up their family for lives. And he's sitting here saying, oh, well, how hard could it be? And when you're an athletic person, I'm an athletic person, I look at a lot of sports like, how hard could that be? But not all sports. I know exactly where my limitations lie. You know what I'm saying? But I look at sports like that a lot. You know what I'm saying? I bet you I can make that look easy. I don't really think it's easy, though. I don't really think it's easy. But Jake Paul believes in himself. He thinks this and think that. But the thing is that you got to be hard. You got to be tough enough to pass the grueling practices and the physicals and stuff. Like, you got to be tough enough to pass that. It don't matter if you can catch and run fast. A lot of motherfuckers can catch a ball. A lot of people can run fast. But the reason why they didn't make it was other reasons, Jake Paul. It wasn't that they couldn't catch and they couldn't run fast. It was other reasons that stopped. They couldn't take the punishment that football dished out. They couldn't do that part. That's basically what they try and sit here and tell you, that, you know, regardless if you can catch a ball, like, they probably know 1,000 men that can catch a ball and run fast. But when it came to getting hit in practice or getting hit in the game, they got injured and they couldn't play anymore. Not everybody is built for everything. You understand what I'm saying? Jake Paul already had a rude awakening with AJ and broke the inner and outside part of his lower jaw, of his jawbone. You feel me? And teeth all broke the fuck up. He's really thinking about using his money and his assets and the people he know to get some pickup games. It's going to be a rude awakening, especially because of this interview. People that don't have no problem with Jake Paul now made a problem with these real football players that's been training to do this all of their life. You did the same disrespect to the actual boxers that's been training to box all of their life. You did the same shit. You're disrespecting these motherfuckers. I bet if you have a pickup game with some real football players, they're going to try to hurt you on purpose. They're going to try you, Jake. From State Farm. Salute Kurt. Salute Kurt in the building. What is good with you? Good morning. Jake is tripping. Hold on.
Way more difficult than football, but I always back it up. And so, to me, slot receiver, I have hands, run some routes, catch some balls, block some people. It can't be that hard. Boxing is way more difficult than football.
It's not true. It's 100% true. Study was released like a month ago. The hardest sport in the world is boxing. They took 90.
Now, what's truth is, when it comes to a sport where you only have to rely on yourself, it's always going to be harder than a sport where you're relying on a team. That's just bottom line.
You know, professional analysts of sports and did a study on what the hardest sports are in the world are. And the number one on there is boxing. And I'm in there by myself. You guys have 10 other players on the field to help you out. And so the mentality is different. The pressure is different. The focus is different. And the training is harder. It's a marathon and a sprint. You guys get a minute in between each play to regroup.
This is like the.
Hitting.
This is
You guys get like.
He should not be comparing football to boxing. They're two totally different damn sports. And the way he's talking about football is in general is disrespectful. Screw the people that's in the room. You talking like football together is an easy sport. Now I understand collectively during the game is, you know, you have to worry about a lot of factors because there's more people on the field, right? You only got to worry about the person in front of you, and that person in front of you only got two weapons. They left and the right hand. They're only going to hit you above the waist. They're not behind the head or nothing like that. Like, it's certain places that you can defend yourself. You know what I mean? When it comes to football and you're on that wide open field, you can get blindsided on offense and defense. And you don't even have the damn ball. Now, fighters always talk about, oh, the punches, the punches that hurt the most. And it's a fact. The punches that hurt the most are the ones you don't see coming. How about a whole 350-pound muscle-bound man with gear on and a helmet and pads running full speed to your blind spot and you don't see shit? And he's blocking you. And when he hits you, it's going to feel like a Mack truck hits you and your whole body's going to get lifted off the turf and you probably skip on the damn ground when you hit it. It's totally different. It's not the same sport. I understand what Jake is saying, but Jake knows damn well what he's saying is not valid. It's just not. You also have 10 other players against you, Jake. Exactly. Like, all of them can hit your ass at any moment. At any moment. But I understand what he's saying is once it's a sport with just me. Yeah. But it's easier to shine with a sport with just you. When there's only two people in the ring, hey, the only person you need to beat is the person in front of you. And they doing the exact same thing as you. When it comes to football, it's a lot of people on that field. How are you going to stand out? And everybody doing something different. Not everybody doing the same shit. They're not even working in the same area. Everybody on the field, though. Bro, I don't even know why he's doing this. I don't know why he's doing it. He got him arguing now.
Sprint. You guys get a minute in between each play to regroup.
This is like the. This is
you guys get.
He's rage baiting.
This is a conversation. Boxing is number one.
Ice hockey is
Rage
number 2.
bait.
Football is number 3.
No, the hardest thing in sports is to hit a baseball going 100 miles per hour.
I agree with that totally.
That's the hardest thing to ever do in a sport.
That's a hard action within a sport, but the overall sport difficulty.
So I would say this: the individuality of boxing and even mixed martial arts makes it difficult, right? If you get hurt in the ring or in the octagon or in the cage, you don't get to come out, right? If Channing gets hurt, another linebacker gets to play. But we've had that conversation. You know, Jake, when Bud sits there and tells me that, then I'm like, yeah, but you're Bud Crawford. I get it. But to just be like, I'm going to run a couple of routes. I'm going to block some people. I'm going to catch the ball.
He's telling him that he's being insensitive and he's being rude. Let's see what Jake is saying. And you see how he's saying it. He's not telling him he's being insensitive and rude. He's telling him how he sounds to him.
Or can it be?
But we talk
all about delivery.
About is it harder than that? Like, what's the difference? Like, it's just a speed thing.
Jake, we talking about Jamar Chase and Jetta.
Jake need to stop fronting. Ask yourself, why them? Why did the NFL pick the people that they pick if it's so easy? What is it? What is it that's setting these certain players apart to get picked to be a starter on an NFL professional team? How? If it's just so easy, what is it? The look? What is it? Jake really think he him, man. For real. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He really think he him.
And those type guys. We're talking about the best receivers in the world that you're trying to compete.
That's an outside receiver, like not a slot receiver, completely different.
They play it all. Like you sat around and watch Wes Welker play, and you like, oh shoot, I can go do that.
Yeah, 100%. No, he's the perfect example. I could not do Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Those are different level athletes than me. I'm talking about the white guy, Wes Welker, who is this big. What's he gonna do?
Bro. Yo, you don't got no respect for anybody's talents or whatever. You talking about the little white guy? What is he gonna do? He got skills. You can't guard none of these niggas. Isn't that a practice y'all do in football or whatever? Just because you're a slot receiver don't mean you don't guard another slot receiver. Y'all got to battle for that position. You know that, right? Bruh, that dude will eat you up. That's what he's saying. And he's saying he's so fast that you won't be able to catch shit. That's what he's saying. All right, Jake, man. Jake, you need to get out more. You know what I'm saying? Play some people that's not your friends.
What do you mean, bro?
Get out the island.
100, bro. Wes Welker is even like 10 times better than Julian.
And you can do that at that level.
Yeah, 100%. Julian
Edelman's an absolute monster.
Yeah, but I'm saying Wes Welker's better.
These are the top 5 things that I would order from one
Real talk, son.
Buffalo chicken pizza.
That pizza look disgusting.
I can't let you say that.
Juju Smith-Schuster. He's a slot receiver.
He's played the slot receiver, but Juju Smith-Schuster was a 1,500-yard receiver in the league in Pittsburgh. You can't go do that. Now, if you're just saying I could just get on the field somewhere in the NFL, maybe, but I think you're truly discounting how talented these people are at doing that one thing.
Now, I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying that it's not as hard as people are making it out to be.
That's why you are where you are. Just that mindset.
No, 100%.
You don't let nobody tell you can't do it.
He has unshakable belief.
Yeah, and that's why this merger and your companies and everything you touch is going to succeed.
And by the way,
because of that mindset.
Here's the thing. I'm ready to go in there, and if I'm proven wrong, then so be it. But people are too scared to fail and go try and talk their shit and have that confidence and be like, I'm going to create the biggest company in the world. I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to play here. I'm going to do all of these great things. They're scared to fail and to talk that shit and to big up themselves. If I go in there and I'm a bum, guess what? Who cares? Now what? What are we going to do?
You created a company called W, which stands for winning. But what's in that logo?
Yeah, I have a hidden L in the logo because I just turned all my losses into W's. So that's really what it's about. And there is a side of it where it's like I am purposely a little egging you guys on, get you. So
salute Isaiah in the building. What is good with you? Right. He's crazy. Salute to Victor in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat. Definitely appreciate the support. He say Ashley off topic, but I said it once and I repeat. Tank won that Roach fight and official judge agrees. And last night proves it. Oh, we're gonna get into that. I don't think this is like halfway through their interview. I'm more than sure they're gonna switch topics, and I'm not here to listen to Jake Paul talk about nothing but this part. But yeah. We're going to talk about that fight right after this.
Honestly,
there's a little bit in there,
Yeah, you guys won this week for sure. The merger with the PFL, CEO John Martin is here, and I definitely want to get some of his thoughts on where this can take the company.
I think that's it then. Because they brought in somebody to talk about the merger, so that's probably it. Hold on. Okay, let's talk about the fight. I didn't make it, just like I said, let me just say it. I bought a house. Okay. And it's been a long time, been a long journey, been taking months, and my focus has not been on boxing, but it's back on boxing now. And I love my crib. I love it. Hold on. But still getting settled in. But I'm gonna be back on my boxing tip the way that I was, you know what I'm saying, before YouTube took my channel for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I didn't make a video for this. If I would have made a video, I did talk about this though on my live before. Sure, I didn't talk about it for a long time. I just said that Zepeda probably whoop his ass, but Lamont has a chance to win because of his short shots, because he can fight on the inside, he can fight, he can throw short, precise shots because he is a good counterpuncher and he got fast hands. The problem was last night, he really didn't do much of that, and he was throwing one punch. But the reason why I said Zepeda was going to whoop his ass is because Lamont Roach is not that. Like, bro, hold up, let me get this dude face out of my face. Lamont Roach, bro, is a showbox fighter. He's not a fighter that somebody signed, one of these networks that we all know of signed. Even one of the lower tier networks signed. None of that happened when it came to him. He was a showbox fighter for real, for real. Nobody knew who he was until he fought Jamel Herring, and he lost the fight. You feel me? Then he fought the dude, what's his name? The Garcia. What the fuck? Yeah, the Garcia dude, Hector Garcia. And he beat Hector Garcia after Tank messed up his vision for good. After Tank took his vision, he messed him up. Whatever. And he won that fight. He fought Tank, had a draw. Fought, what's his name? Isaac Cruz had a draw. Like, bruh, and a lot of people that said that seen Tank and that, like, bruh, a lot of people was like, yo, he wasn't focused for the fight, and you could tell. All right, whatever. And now he was fighting his friend, cool. You know what I'm saying? When it came to Isaac Cruz, man, I was like, Isaac Cruz probably bumped him too, man. But Isaac Cruz did score a knockdown, but he tried to box for the later end of the fight instead of fighting the same way he did for the first 6 rounds of the fight. Made the fight kind of close, and it was a draw. When he was scheduled or said he was going to fight Zepeda, I was like, cool, yo, man, he's fighting some names. All right, I'm gonna watch out for this one. But Zepeda is a person that throws a lot of punches. In my opinion, he could say Zepeda's a one-trick pony, but Lamont Roach really got one gear himself. Like, when have we seen Lamont really use his feet around the ring? Like, I never really see that. He's a fighter that stands in front of you for the most part. And if you want to stand in front of Zepeda, it's going to be a long night for you. And the fact that he was returning fire with one punch, that's not going to do it. It's not like you got punching power. What you expect to happen? Zepeda's still the same person that everybody said can't beat nobody. Like, bro, Zepeda's the same person that went 24 rounds with Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer, known not to have punching power, dropped Zepeda. But we're acting like Zepeda is somebody special for what? I don't understand. I don't understand. People want to see Lamont Roach win, so that's why they're acting like he's special. I get it. I get it. But I'm from Maryland just like him, and I know he ain't special. He's a good fighter, but he ain't special. Let's just keep it real. Special? No, he's not. He's not that guy. When I seen that he was walking around with security, I said, oh, he big-headed like a motherfucker. Lamont Roach walking around with security? Walking past everybody, and nobody got security but him. Like, what is going on here? You big-headed like a motherfucker. I hope your tour is over now that you officially lost. And it seemed like he's accepting this L, him and his daddy. Neither one of them's blaming it on shit. Y'all really lost, period. You got everything. You got outworked. He threw more punches to your body. He landed more power punches. He's landed more punches, period. His jab was fucking you up. Damn. Did you see the way the jab was, what the jab was doing to Lamar Roach? I was like, shit, that's the same jab that had the ropes supporting Shakur. I was like, damn. Now, if he would have really pulled off what I was thinking he could do, he would have showed everybody that he's really, you know what I'm saying? He's really talented. He's really one of the forces in it, bro, but you're not. Lamont's not in the conversation for shit. Regardless of how much people wanted to pull him in the conversation, he's not. All right? Get the fucking taste of an easy victory out of your mouth when it comes to Shakur Stevenson and everybody else. Fuck that. And now I understand. Don't y'all see all this shit? I've been saying this shit for years. I said that Shakur was Bud 2.0. I said all this shit was coming from Bud a long time ago, bro. A long time ago. This nigga never liked none of Tank's opponents, but when he was going to move up, and I'm going to say move up because that's what he said about everybody else. He keep moving up fighters from 130, but you didn't say that about Lamont Roach. You were saying, no, he a good fighter and shit. You and Keyshawn Davis. No, Lamont's a good fighter and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's because you wanted to fight his ass. And I said years ago, I was like, yo, maybe I should make a video. I said it live. Maybe I should make a video about how come Shakur don't want to fight none of Tank's leftovers if he really want to fight them? Isn't that what people do when they really want to show the people that they want to fight? You just keep talking it. But if you want to show it, how come you don't fight Tank's leftovers? And now people are crediting leftovers. Oh, so it means something now that Lamont Roach lost to Jamel Herring and Zepeda, and Shakur beat those two people. It means something now? And it seems like Shakur's eating it up. You really gonna act like that right now, bro? This is the disgusting part of fighters that I don't like, of people, period. You know damn well styles make fights. You know this because you're a fighter. But you're gonna eat it up when a casual act like styles don't make fights. You're going to eat that shit up. Lamont Roach being a tit-for-tat type fighter that don't use his feet, don't really have long arms, and throw one punch at the time. Shakur would beat Lamont Roach. Like, come on now. What are we talking about? That's not a good style matchup. It's not. It's not a good style matchup, but he wanted to fight him. That's what it is. He wanted to fight him. So it was all good talks about him, but none of Tank's other opponents got that much respect that Lamont Roach did before Tank fought him, and after, right now too, to this day. But we're gonna talk about the fight. Hold up. Thank you. Definitely appreciate you, Mike Biggs. Salute to Tay Brown in the building, the real queen of MMA in the building. What is good with you? MVP and PFL are now, yeah, they are right. It's gonna be a good look. It's gonna be a real good look. Thank you. Definitely appreciate you. Salute Mike Ron in the building. What is good with you? No evidence. Good morning. Lamont feet too slow. He don't move his feet. I haven't seen him fighting moving his feet, but he was gonna beat him how? Roach is a one-dimensional counter puncher with pillow fist. Thank you. Tank was giving Roach a care package. Charity Tank. Let that boy look good and let him survive. If he wanted to, Tank could have KO'd that boy. It's, man, after we see all of this shit going on with Tank right now, who the fuck knows what was on that man's plate, what was on his mind, and all of that shit. We just know you wasn't fighting right. We know you did. Your head didn't look like you was in the game. It looked like you was going through the motions, bro. That's what it looked like. But it is what it is. You know? It is what it is. It is what it is when it comes to the whole shit. Salute to Lone Star. What is good with you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Congratulations to Zepeda. Right. I didn't know that was in the most fluid I've ever seen. And Roach could have stayed at 130. And that's, speaking of that, we can speak to that. He did slow down. And that was what, if he watched, I'm more than sure he did multiple times, went back and watched him versus Shakur Stevenson, or him versus either one of the fights with him versus Tevin Farmer. You're repetitive as fuck. You throw the same combinations. You don't throw nothing different speeds, different power, nothing. It just, everything looks the same. You feel me? You don't have no good rhythm to you. Like it does, like, and it don't really look like you have a game plan for real. Like you don't look like you study your opponent and capitalize off what they do wrong. Because for you to have that much win and could throw that many punches throughout a 12-round fight, when fighters do certain things, you should already have a certain punch selection waiting for them, a certain 2-piece you're supposed to throw, a certain 3-piece, or a certain power punch you're supposed to throw, or whatever. It just seems like you threw the same combination you felt like throwing the whole damn fight over and over and over again. That's not going to work. And that's what Lamont Roach, and it seems like his team, was training for. It seemed like he was a little bit calm in there this time. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he was a little bit more calm in there, and I think his father admitted it, that wasn't the Zepeda that they trained for. But then that goes to show that how much adjusting can the corner do? Because when you seen them fighting different, it's 3 heads in the corner. Y'all should have figured out a different game plan. Right? Or you should have said, oh, when he's doing this, you should do this. Throw this when he's doing this. When he turn it and when he hits you with this, he always follows up with a da-da. You need to come up with a 3-2 or a 6-2, something, bro. None of that. If your corner collectively can't adjust for you while they're watching on the corner from the sideline, from outside the ring, if they can't tell you and give you instructions, then your corner is worthless. Am I right or wrong? I was reminded of the same thing. Right. Man, listen, it's... And when people speak about the one knee, man, listen, regardless, y'all really want to eke out a victory over Tank Davis from a technicality is what's disgusting, and y'all don't even see it. You don't see no problem with it. Y'all ever seen the title? I don't even know what the movie called, but I know it's in a movie somewhere where they didn't want the win if they couldn't justify it. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't want to fight unless they was at their best, you feel me? They didn't want to have the competition until your best gets off the injury list, then we'll have the competition. You know why? There's more pride in that. You know what I mean? There's none of that going around here. Boxing, there's none of that. There's none of that. Was he hurt? Did he do it? Did he do it? No, he did it. He kind of did it to himself. And you want to win off of that. He didn't do nothing to beat Tank Davis. But y'all want to win off a small little technicality. That's the disgusting part. And y'all don't even see that it's nasty. That shit's nasty. It's nasty work. But they went 12 rounds and he couldn't really definitively beat Tank Davis. Not one judge thought that he did. And y'all want to slide and give him a victory off it. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all really, a lot of you niggas need to grow up. Want people to get the small victory that you never got and shit. Chill out with that shit. But okay. Lamont Roach, can we give it a rest? Give it a rest. He's not that guy. Let's give it a rest. He's not. All right, and we're gonna all move on collectively, because people was just throwing him in the mix just to throw him in the mix. What is he gonna go from now? from this fight, what's going to be his next fight that's going to make a damn difference in the next 2 years? And I don't think he's going to go back down to 130. He's having too much fun being at 135. There's more names at 135 too. Regardless, he don't want to cut that extra 5 pounds after he's been fighting at 135 for his last couple fights. He's not going to want to do that. He ain't going to want to do that. Not at all. Thought Roach was flat and now not warmed up before the fight. I said, dang, but Zepeda was mixed. It was mixing his punches, right, variety on Lamont. Attacked after Lamont would throw 5 to 6 punch combo. Roach power wasn't there. Roach, I don't really think he got popped like that. I think when he dropped Hector Garcia, it was a hit behind the head, and his momentum made him fall off balance. He got right up. It's not like it was shook for real. And that's like the only person he dropped. Like for real, he don't really got popped like that. Like when it comes to punches, people gotta remember that just think about it like this. When you're in a car, you got your windshield in front of you. If something hits your windshield, why you still flinch? Why? You know it's not gonna hit you. Why do you still flinch though? Just remember, a lot of fighters still got that. And plus, a fighter can be standing a certain way and they get hit and try to move from the hit. They try to dodge the hit, but still get hit, and they'll just get knocked off balance. The punch didn't really hurt them, but it knocked them off balance and they fell, or they took a knee, you know what I mean? Dropped to a knee, or they hand hit the canvas real quick. It's a knockdown, but were they hurt in the process? No. I don't think Lamont got popped like that. For real. I don't think he got it. Behind the head momentum punch. Right. That's basically what it was. Now, I want to play, hopefully this shit works. Matter of fact, now let's do this real quick. Let's play this real quick. Because this is what I'm talking about, y'all. People be munching off this shit. Oops, I was about to do something wrong. I'm going to leave the sound off, though, because of the music. I don't want to hear that shit. It says, this goes to show how great Shakur Stevenson is being able to neutralize a fighter like Zepeda is not near as easy as he made it look. Now, I don't know about neutralize. But styles make fights, man. Shakur Stevenson is a person that, he judges distance well. At the time, Zepeda was throwing the same punches over and over and over again. Like I was saying, he was throwing the same shit over and over again, which is easy for him to detect. And Zepeda was like, his feet ain't moving when he throwing them punches. He just throwing punches. You feel me? Like this shit ain't changing. This shit ain't working. I should have just did this shit on my Salute to you, Boxing First vlog in the building. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you coming through. And where's that one? Hold up. I'm looking for one specific one. It says, congratulations to Zepeda. Hell of a performance. You definitely surprised me. Lamont, keep your head up, family. It comes with the territory. See, he's still being happy, still being cool with Lamont there. I'm telling you. Lamont has just been inducted. I'm telling you. But Shakur wrote on X. I took it off the screen, but Shakur wrote, okay, now, can we have a real conversation, or does y'all hate for me run so deep that y'all can't be real? I'm a bad motherfucker when it comes to this boxing shit. Come on, phone. I mean, computer. Okay. They always say Core can't be hit. Everybody Curve fought hit him. Yeah, exactly. I mean, not perfect, but definitely get hit. Everybody gets hit. But all right, yo, this is what I've been saying about Shakur for a long time. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with let me just say this first. There's nothing wrong in the way he feel about himself. There's nothing wrong with it. You feel me? But I just want to remind people that Shakur's always been the person that wants a lot of credit for his accomplishments. Okay. When it came to Valdez and that's one of his greatest wins, and even he says it. And now it's Tio. He says this stuff, so you have to bring these people up. Okay. When it comes to Valdez ran for him for years. For years, he didn't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. For years, he knew he couldn't win that fight. When he was on the eggs, when he was on PEDs, he didn't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. So now that he was off PEDs, that's when he had to fight Shakur Stevenson. He had to. Because he had already got caught. He was clean, and that's when he had to fight with Valdez. The man was scared when he was on PEDs. He was scared on drugs. He was cheating and still didn't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur said he felt like he beat Canelo Alvarez because he fought a Canelo Alvarez team. He said he felt like he beat the whole team. He said Canelo Alvarez's name in the mic right after the fight. He's always been this person. Back at 130, he was this person. He was this person through 135 pounds. And now that he's fought Teofimo Lopez, he moved up to fight one person. Teofimo Lopez, the smallest champion at 140, one of the smallest champions at 140. He wants to have people talk like he's one of the best in the sport, but he refused to stay at that weight class and fight other fighters. But he made weight to get the title, but he's telling y'all he's too small to stay there. And people are taking that like it makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't. If you made weight to get the title, you can make weight to fight other people there. Okay? That is he's playing a game. He's playing games with y'all. He wants to take the easy shit, get money, but get big respect from it. That's the bottom line, is how much respect I can get out of this shit. Shakur just looking for his next shield. Obviously, doesn't have any options without the names he's challenged. Dude is right. Bruce reveal. Salute Tunnel Vision in the building. What is good with you? Yeah, Zepeda is so good that Shakur picked him to lose. Damn, he did pick him to lose. Shaking my head. And I guess Austin is a mad mofo since Zepeda went life and death with Farmer and Austin sparked him. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the same dude that went 24 rounds with Tevin Farmer and got dropped. Tevin Farmer, person is known not to have power like that, and he dropped him. Like, let's just be real. And when he fought him, like I said, the ropes supported him off a jab. Bro, if those ropes wasn't there, Shakur would have got dropped by Zepeda by a jab, or he would have flew across the ring like Lamont did when he fought Isaac Cruz. And you can't tell me I'm lying. Those ropes, that nigga slid all the way down in the second rope. The fuck out of here. Them ropes wasn't there. He would have, that motherfucker would have been wailing, or he would have fell. Period. Glove would have hit the floor. Something would have happened. He mentioned boots for Devin. Let me know exactly how Keyshawn got there. Him mentioning boots for Devin. Let me know exactly how Keyshawn got there. Thought they was friends. They was bro. Don't mess up bro's career talking shields. Right. Oh my God, yo. Oh my God, yo. And the fact that he's mentioning other fighters, but like, come on, when did we get here? When did we get to this? I told y'all months ago, man. I told you months ago on my live. I was like, people told me for years that Floyd messed up boxing. Tell me what the fuck this whole shit is. This whole boxing brother shit is. Tell me what this whole shit is with that Shakur is doing and all this other stuff. Tell me what it is. If y'all trying to tell me this nigga, him not losing is the reason why he fucked up boxing, bro. If people being friends in boxing and refusing to fight each other, that's fucking boxing up. Especially that's what we enjoy. We enjoy people fighting each other, right or wrong. That's what we enjoy. That's our shit. Salute to Victor in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat. Back in the super chat, he say nobody want to see a fight where not getting hit is the attraction, bruh. It's cool if you don't get hit, but somebody gotta get hit, bro. Somebody gotta get hit. Somebody gotta get hit. Facts. Salute to Just Do, my cuzzo in the building. What is good with you, cuzzo? Facts. Somebody gotta get hit though, because that's the name of the game that we paying for. I don't want to watch bare knuckle boxing. That shit is too brutal, way too brutal. Shit. I remember when I was watching, and it was not to me, but when I was watching Earl Spence versus what's his name, Mikey Garcia, my sister was like, "Turn it off." It was too much for her. Mikey was getting beat up. You know what? When I think about it, my guy, Big Bang. When Big Bang fought, what's his name? When Big Bang fought, actually a couple people, but let me say this one. Big Bang fought Ejit Cabiel, I felt bad for Big Bang. But when Big Bang fought Joe Joyce the second time, I felt bad the second time. The rematch, oh my God. I was like, damn, somebody stop the fight. Somebody stop the fight. So I understand. I definitely understand. I have to put your show on my TV, Cuzzo Cook. Definitely, Cuzzo. Definitely appreciate Cuzzo in the building. Yo, right. I'm like, stop it. Stop the fight. Yo, y'all remember how Joe Joyce was holding his fist? Y'all remember how Joe Joyce was holding his fist in the fight versus Big Bang Zhang? I was like, damn. And I picked Big Bang Zhang. That's my guy. I picked him to win, but I felt sorry as fuck. I felt sorry as fuck for Cuz. I was like, damn, he feels. I said, yo, he did in dude though. He did him bad. He did this nigga bad. He did that nigga bad. Now this Terrence Crawford shit. Oh. You drop the link, I'm gonna come up there and build with you. About to roll up and get some breakfast right quick. I'm gonna drop it later for sure. I'm gonna drop it later. So I'm here by myself. I got some time today. My computer hot as fuck. Damn. I touched this shit. Let me move it up a little bit. Get it off of what it's on. It's hot as hell. But all right. We're going to talk about the Keyshawn Davis shit, and we're going to talk about this Terrence Crawford interview. You heard me. This Terrence Crawford interview. Now, I want to talk about this Keyshawn Davis real quick. I'm going to talk about the Keyshawn Davis shit. I'm going to drop the link when I play this Terrence Crawford interview. But I'm going to talk about this Keyshawn Davis shit real quick. It's been a whole right. All right, bet. Keyshawn Davis, bro. All right, I'm gonna be real. Be 100%, man. In the beginning, when he first came out, I was the first person making videos about Keyshawn Davis. He's from the East Coast. I always say East Coast runs boxing. He's from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? A place that I visited a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? So I was supporting. He looked good as far as his fighting style. He knew some people. He was talking good. He talked good to reporters, actually. And he was talking good about other fighters. Other fighters was talking good about him. So I was like, already somebody to watch. I wasn't impressed, but I liked the way he fought. And I was trying to pump him up and support him. So I made videos about him and blah, blah, blah. I went to a couple of his fights. You feel what I'm saying? I met his brothers. Well, one of them. I met his the younger brother, the biggest one, the biggest brother, Keon. Man, this is disappointing. I'm gonna be 100. It's 100% disappointing, because if I would have made a video about all the theatrics and all the shit that was going on, I would have made a video saying that this is a highly anticipated fight that I'm very much anticipating. I'm really going to enjoy Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis. And I know he's going to take the fight because he's with the smoke. I would have been 100% wrong. I've been listening to people for weeks. They've been 100% wrong. I've been hearing people argue with other people about, argue with Devin fans. And Devin fans have been right and they've been wrong. I've been hearing this shit. It's disappointing to a lot of people I see, other than myself. I'm not the only one. As I really would think that he would take this fight. And when I heard that he was getting $2.1 million to fight Devin Haney, and you got 15 fights, Devin got over 30 fights. Bro, I don't care how you feel about the split, meaning how much money another fighter's getting and how much you're getting. You feel what I'm saying? Because there was, let me just say this. We were arguing about Brian Norman Jr. and Boots split. I remember because I was on the side of Brian Norman Jr. I was like, he should get more money because he's fighting fucking Boots in his hometown. Like, Boots is the cheat code. He's that guy. You feel me? That's how I looked at it. And now looking at hindsight and Devin beating Brian Norman the way he did, bro, he would have fallen for $1 million after taxes. He would have got what? After paying everybody, he would have got how much? And it wasn't even in Vegas. He would have had to pay state taxes too. He would have got what? Half of that? Less than half of that to fight Boots? This nigga got double of what people were telling Brian Norman to go fight Jerron Boots Ennis. People were arguing, saying that Brian Norman Jr. ducking Boots because he ain't going to go over there to fight him for $1 million or $1.5 million or some shit. Like I said, he wouldn't even had half of that shit after taxes and paying for the camp and everything. That nigga wouldn't have had half of that money for real. To fight Boots in his hometown. I think they were going to fight in Vegas. You wouldn't even have to pay state taxes on it. But Keyshawn turned down to fight. And we're not even talking. Brian Norman Jr. wasn't even fucking making. Brian Norman Jr. was not making videos saying shit about Boots. You know how many times Keyshawn went out of his way to make videos about Devin Haney, bro? Like, that's the problem. You went out of your way to talk bad about this man on several occasions with different clothes on. You was outside on a balcony. You was in the water punching the water, bro. You went and found a location of Friday and picked up a brick in front of the crib. You set it up, dog. You had a person stand out that bitch with a camera to see the van rolling up, or the truck rolling up for you to hop out the truck. It was a whole fucking production, nigga. You are what Abdullah Mason said you are. You a good talker, my nigga. Talking about I beat ass too. I see why it made you so mad when he said that and you put the phone in your pocket and you square it up with him and got in his face. Because it's the fucking truth, nigga. You's a good talker. You beat ass when you believe in yourself, my nigga. There ain't nobody in this world didn't tell you that if you beat Devin, you get more money for the rest of your career. Ain't no way you didn't know that shit. There's no way in the world you didn't know that shit. You knew it. And Devin Haney fans for weeks been saying that your ass turned down $3 million, so you really don't want to fight Devin and turn the fuck out. You turned it down. They said that you turned it down thinking you was going to get more in the purse bid. Who sounds fucking right now? Devin Haney fans. You did this shit, nigga. You did this shit to your own fan base. I don't know if you know what you did, Keyshawn. This is not the same shit. This is not that. It's not. Yesterday's price is not today's price, nigga. We forgave you for what you did for Albright, walking in there and beating him up after he beat your brother up. We forgave you for missing weight because it comes with boxing. This right here ain't supposed to be part of boxing, my nigga. We don't like this shit, what you just did. And you did it blatantly, my guy. And you act like, yo, putting time in between this ain't your friend. Just like it wasn't your friend the first time you did some bullshit. This ain't your friend, my guy. No, you might as well stop boxing. You retired for real this time, bro. I don't know what you think other promotional companies is going to look at you at. You a fucking promoter. That's what you are. You a good actor. That's what I'm saying more and more. More than fucking you being a fighter, my guy. Your ass sat there and talked that shit, Tank Davis, knock. Right after your other fight, you said Devin's name. Neither one of these niggas you fought. Both of these niggas sent you a contract. I don't even know what fight it was. You had a white sweater on or some shit, long sleeve shirt. When you was talking to them, they was like, yo, I heard Davis' team reached out to you. And your ass sat right there and was like, yeah, talking about Gervonta Davis after you called him out. Yeah, it's possible you can see a Davis versus Davis fight next year. That was 3 years ago. What happened to the Davis versus Davis fight? Davis called your bluff, huh? Tank called your bluff and you was like, never fucking mind. Now, the thing is, with this shit, I really thought you wanted to fight Devin Haney. And if you really, really did, you really telling us that money is stopped you from... It's two ways you can look at this businessman shit. And I've been waiting for the truth this whole time. I'm the businessman. It's two ways you can look at a business. Huh? But the bottom line is it profitable? My guy, are you profitable? When it comes to you being a businessman, it's like, dog, what are you here for? It seems like the business was just money. That's what the business is. The businessman is only for bread. That's what you're here for. You do whatever for the bread. Now, why the fuck would you not fight Devin after saying all of that shit? I want to fight light skin. This was before you even had $1 million payday. You said that shit. Did you really think that if you really got that fight at that time, you was going to get more than $1 million? You really think you was going? What you think you was going to get fighting Devin fucking Haney? Huh? Who do you think you're fighting? Tank? You should have said yes to Tank, and you would have got more than $2 million, dog. I guarantee you would have got more than $2 million. Bruh, it's getting sad. You understand me? All of this shit is getting fucking sad. All the stuff, bruh, it's y'all cornered the way to talk to fans, bro. It's like y'all studied this shit. Y'all know exactly what to say, when to say it. And y'all are using the tactic so fucking well nowadays, bro. It's the tactic that y'all are using is so good. And that's why I've been trying to tell people this whole time, and some fighters slip it out when they try to make their point. That all fighters are in everybody's business. They are in other fighters' business. They know what is going on. He's about to turn into one of the motherfucking fighters that call out a lot of people and don't fucking fight none of them. That's what you about to turn into. You think you were sitting on the shelf for a year because you missed weight and did all that? Like, bruh, hopefully they can just look bypass this shit and continue with your shit, with your career, and give you another fight coming up. Because, man, it just seems like you shook the foundation of your fans. You shook the whole tree just now. You shook the shit out of that tree without a care. You turned down the fight. Bro, you sound like you really thought that if the fight was going to purse bid, you was going to get more money, because you thought that it's Devin Haney. Devin Haney and Bill don't really give money to fighters. They don't put out this. They don't do this. But they did it for you, nigga. They was going to give you a certain amount of money, nigga. And he was looking at it like, okay, if they don't never put out contracts to give no fighters money and they fought 33 times and they giving me $3 million, then when they go to purse bid, I probably get way more than that. No, absolutely not. But you're getting $2 million. That's a good amount of money for you, being 15 fights in, fighting the likes of Devin Haney. He's going to get the share of the money. He's fought more than double than you fought, and he has the experience, and he was undisputed. You have nothing that he doesn't have. He has things that you don't have. I understand that all these fighters can think they're the bee's knees. You understand me? Everybody can think they're the shit. But you have to prove it. And when you're put on stage to really fight Devin Haney, you say yes. After everything's done, you at the stage of purse bid, and you're gonna say no after they try to give you $2 million? Like, what's your purpose of being in boxing? What's the reason why you're here? You really think one fight is going to turn you beyond two M's? You'd have definitely walked away with $1 million. How many people in your pocket? Oh my gosh. GOAT status. Oh my gosh, yo. We're going to get to it. Salute to Thrill Hill in the building. What is good with you? Yes, very disappointing. Very disappointing. These dudes want to be streamers, clear as day. That's cool. We said it's people's mental not there in this area. It's not. It's not. Even outside of boxing. Salute to get Gregory X in the building, y'all. Salute to you. Peace and blessings to you. I had many fights with the purse like that. It's a win-win. Exactly, JJ. Exactly. Devin's pockets and wouldn't have the head screwed on. Maybe you could have realized this grand opening to fight Devin. It's a grand opportunity to fight Devin. It's like it's just a lot of people that wanted to fight Devin at times and just didn't get the opportunity, bro. You are calling them out and actually got him. And he would have took that $6 million. Guaranteed he would have took that. Salute to Yoda Crush in the building. Salute to in the building, yo. Too much talking and not enough fighting. Some of these dudes today classified. Yo, sissified. Brian Norman Jr. He just the production coordinator. Yo, I don't know why you acting like that. Devin keeps asking people from 135, 140 to fight him. He should fight Devin next at 154. 2 belts. All his big fights are at 154. Ortiz, Fondora, and Ennis. He might as well move up and get it in. He might as well do it now instead of later. Shit. Keyshawn and Shakur are from the cloth of Crawford. Exactly. Get easy money. Let the tough guys fight each other, catch them at the end of their career. But keep calling people out the entire time. Yo, you got it, Tunnel. You got it, Tunnel. Lone Star say top rank effed up signing that 2022 Olympic team. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. He don't have business, man. Clue about business, but he's the amazing now. But You don't want to show us that you're amazing. So what difference does it make? You ain't trying to show us shit. You're not trying to show us a damn thing, bro. For real. Turning down 2.1 million is crazy, yo. After all them clout chasing, all that clout chasing for months. And it gotta be clout because you didn't take the fight or the money, bro. Like, what do you want then? What do you want to shut up if you don't want to fight or some bread? What do you want to shut up? Just stop talking. And making videos and lying and being it's just like it gotta be part of somebody's plan, yo. Because he's with Jay Prince. If it's not part of Jay Prince's plan, then he's going against Jay Prince, right? One or the other, right? Is there somewhere in between? He got to be upsetting people, bro. You have to be upsetting people. But this ain't that. You can't continue to fuck up and think people are just going to get over. People are just going to be cool with it. They're not. They're not going to be cool with this shit. Hold on. Let me put this out. And I'm going to play this video because I have to use back. Hold on. Salute to your Kettle Nectar in the building. What's good with you? Salute to you. Appreciate you for coming in the building. Hold on, I'm trying to play this video. Is this shit gonna work or act stupid like the other video was doing? That's the question. All right, bro. All right, y'all. Shit. They this shit acting extra. Keyshawn and Shakur talking, it's just not gonna hit the same. It's facts. Let me get this shit out of here, bro. This all right, okay. Key 1 and 50-50. Is that a fact? Carolina and this bitch, what is good with you? Talib Cunningham, what is good with you? What's up with ya? Yo, is that a fact? Hold on, man. Salute to Victor back in the super chat. Definitely appreciate the support. Definitely need it. Say, Ashley, I've heard it say some things work and some things don't. Facts, this shit don't work. Yo, he wanted what? Man, tell him to go sit down somewhere and his highest payday has been $1 million. How the fuck is you going to 1.5? This your 5th fight. Who got $5 million for their 16th fight? I mean, he got 15 fights, bro. People that had 15 fights, even Tank Davis didn't make $1 million, I don't think, in his 15th fight. No, he didn't. I think he fought Zepeda, Pedraza, his 16th or 7th fight. He didn't get $1 million until a couple of fights after that. You understand what I'm saying? Keyshawn is on a fast track and don't even know it. Not giving no respect to the situation right now. Ain't giving no respect to the situation right now. I'm going to play this on my phone because it's acting crazy.
You forget about the whole technique shit. Yeah, it's like how we fight.
I had to use the bathroom though, so give me a second.
Because if you look at the history of my career, I always was, moving like that. Like, man, I always had to feel like I had to prove a point. Mm-hmm. I fought like I had to prove a point. Mm-hmm. When somebody, poked the bear, I felt like I got to bite them. Got you. And that was one of my downfalls because I fought like it. When I get hit with a big shot, it's like, oh, now we fighting. You forget about the whole technique shit. Yeah, it's like, now we fighting. Yeah, you got me fucked up. Mm-hmm. But, in life, like you gotta be able to control your emotions, at all times. And I felt like that was something that ever since I was a kid, I wasn't able to have a hold of. Because I always would just get mad, like, and be like, I want to do something to you. You know what I mean? For real.
How old was you when you got shot, though?
Like 21. Like 21.
What happened?
Shit, just shooting dice and.
You shoot dice, motherfucker?
Yeah, dude. Just with the homies, you know.
Shit, B, nigga, shit.
Shooting dice, about to leave, and, you know, some niggas pulled up shooting. I got hit in the car, about to pull off.
Where you got hit at? Arm or something?
Nah, I got hit on. You know where I got hit at?
Bionic arm after.
I got hit in the back of the head, though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn, nigga.
You boxing at this time? That you got shot?
I was supposed to be fighting in 2 weeks, too.
What?
So I shouldn't have been out there nowhere.
Got you.
You know what I mean? That was God, like, slapped me upside my head. But like,
Better.
yeah.
Definitely.
It changed my life, though, because, you know, I started seeing what God had in store for me. Like, man, you got another chance. You better make the best out of it. You know, so, yeah. Once I stopped hanging out with certain individuals and putting my time into my craft and having a son and things like that, that just 360, man. I got something to live for now. And I got another opportunity, you know, to do what I'm destined to do. So, you know, I think that was a good wake-up call.
Got you.
Well, we glad you here, man.
Definitely,
man. Hall of Fame, you know, we appreciate what you do for the culture of boxing. Back to the boots thing, because I know on Twitter you said something about a style, like you would like never get close to me like that. What did you mean? Like what?
What you mean?
It was something on Twitter, like you said something and Boots said something like, well, he's retired, but you said something about like his style of fighting.
I think a lot of people always like, that's one thing that they always.
Because it went viral. Everybody wanted it. They were Boots and Bob. We want to see that.
I feel like, you know, Boots, a whole motion is built off of Terrence Crawford. He should thank me, to be honest, you know, because if there was no Terrence Crawford at this pinnacle, who would they be talking about? Who would they be comparing them with?
Yo, all right. Terrence Crawford is really making himself look small, in my opinion, and in my eyes, by doing what he's doing. The fact that you're trying to get some type of credit off of what another fighter is doing is what I don't like. I don't like when anybody does that shit. I don't like it when a retired fighter does the shit. Now, he's been asked these questions before about other fighters. There's never been a time where Terrence Crawford was asked about a retired fighter or a fighter that fights in or outside of his weight class, and he said he was going to lose to that said fighter. That being said, Boots don't owe anybody anything. Boots don't owe him a thank you. Okay, I'm more than sure he didn't walk up to other retired fighters and say thank you to them. That's just not what people actually do. You know what I mean? People pay homage for fighters before them, but by not being disrespectful. But at the same time, you're not a fighter that was retired before he started fighting. You're not that fighter. You're a fighter that retired a year ago. You understand me? You're a fighter that retired at a time where both of y'all was in the same weight class and could have actually fought each other. You're not that fighter. You're not the fighter, the old-timing fighter that deserves his respect because you're old and you did it first. You're not that guy. You're not. You're in the same damn era that he is in, for real, for real. It's the same shit. It hasn't changed or went down or nothing like that. He acts like he's the only boxer in history is a fact. He acts like he's the only guy that did shit that makes other fighters be like, oh, well, I gotta respect. Like, bro, the fact that you got your stable, he got his own like fighters and people that look up to him. You feel me? He look up to Andre Ward, and all the fighters under him look up to both him and Andre Ward. as far as the Keishans, the Shakurs, and everybody down that joint. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's over there that trained with him. Is a lot of people respect Terrence Crawford. But those fighters are friends. They will call themselves friends of Terrence Crawford's. Boots is not your friend. Y'all never talked. Y'all don't have the same relationship that you have with Shakur Stevenson. You and like Boots ain't Shakur. You and Boots don't know you like Shakur know you. So Shakur's gonna respect you out the wazoo and all that. You sparred him, you beat up Shakur and beat some respect out his mouth. I heard Shakur said that he was disrespecting you, saying that he'll beat you when he first met you and said you had to beat some respect out of his mouth. Like, I bet you ain't never had to do that to Bud. Like, it's not the same. Y'all don't have no relationship or rapport with each other. There's no respect there. You understand what I'm saying? For Boots to be licking your boots. Like, for real. Like, that's just how I see it. And he knows this shit. But him saying it, he know Boots ain't gonna come around and do anything that he's saying. He want people to talk about him in this sense, in this instant. And he want people to stop saying that Boots can do anything with him. Like, bro, that's never going to happen. Like, bro, I want everybody to know, everybody that don't talk about what the tabloids is saying, they know what the tabloids is saying. They just don't talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? But if Bud can't help but to respond on this shit, he needs to stop looking, because it's never going to stop. You're not going to find everybody in the world be like, oh, Bud's number one. I'm more than sure that's the same thing of what Carissa Shields want. It's never going to happen. Not everybody in the world is going to be like, oh, she's the best boss, she's the best. Bro, you can't beat nobody in MMA, bro. In a real fight, a bunch of girls beats Carissa Shields, and she know it. That's why she stopped doing MMA. Like, let's just be real. When it comes to boxing, not like, bro, that's why when he went and did that little short, and I looked at the comment section, people was like, he trolling. He said he stepped in there with Lester. I think Lester Martinez is probably the Lester he was talking about. And he said he just got his ass beat and he just fought for 2 rounds, got his ass beat. Bro, I bet it was true. He ain't trolling. He hasn't fought this shit. He's probably not in shape, bro. You can't just pick up boxing whenever the fuck you feel like it without training in 12 months. Yeah, he probably did get his ass beat. Y'all keep thinking these people is unbeatable. Is ridiculous. And for him to be sitting here talking like that is straight up baffling. You're making yourself look bad. While Crawford keep acting like he was some kind of star, he beat 2 guys that actually had the wave. He never had it. Exactly, that's facts. B-side Bud, B-side Buddy. He seems he sees Ennis start to get that wave. Exactly. Now you want to say something, bro. You want to act like you Floyd Mayweather all of a sudden. You don't want people to outdo you or something, bro. Calm down. He's not. He just wants undisputed at 154. Calm down. He's not talking like that. He's not talking like that. He's not saying he's gonna beat your ass, none of that shit. Salute to Just Do in the building. What is good with you, Just Do? Definitely appreciate you, Cuzzo, for hitting that link and coming in the building.
Man, I had to, man. When I brought him up early enough, man, I catch you on. I'm damn sure gonna chop it up with you. You know it. How I sound?
You sound like you kind of on speakerphone a little bit. Like you're in an empty room.
You know what? I'm about to go out and I'm gonna come back on the laptop.
All right, bet. Yeah, I'm gonna play this. We're gonna play a little bit more. Is he gonna go in? He just started. Wind a little bit. He just started.
I feel like, Boots' whole motion is built off of Terrence Crawford. You should thank me, to be honest. Because if there was no Terrence Crawford at this pinnacle, who would they be talking about? Who would they be?
And again, and for him to say his Boots' whole motion is built off Terrence Crawford, man, Boots was fighting at welterweight and kicking ass. I believe Bud was still at 140. Boots got my attention and was beating the ass and doing it his way. Wow, I was still a fan of Earl Spence, and both of them were still in the same weight class. I know who both of them was. And I believe Terrence Crawford, was still at 140. his whole motion, bro, he was making his own motion. Wow, when you moved up, it was nobody was talking about Boots. The conversation you always was talking about Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. You was dissing and brushing off Earl Spence. Earl Spence was talking about being undisputed and collecting belts, period. That was the bottom line to everything. It wasn't even about you. It been about collecting the belts when you was at 140. You came and beat Jeff Horn. Everybody was saying Jeff Horn was food. You came and got that WBO belt. That's the favor that Bob Arum gave you, bro. He gave you a chance to fight Jeff Horn instead of making you make your way coming up. But you're undisputed, so you got the right to fight for the champion. But you chose Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn was the guy that was at WBO. WBO is Top Rank's belt. You know what I'm saying? You still wasn't talking about Earl Spence Jr. And then when you did start talking about Earl Spence Jr., it was all disrespect. It was all you and Earl, nigga. You or Earl, neither one of y'all talked about Jaron Ennis. Neither one of y'all talked about Boots. Boots was making his own wave on his own little, bro. He was right there, but it seemed like he was on the island. Y'all wasn't talking about him, and he wasn't talking about y'all for real. Because everybody understood that the fight was in between y'all two for undisputed. Boots didn't have really anything to do with anything. He wasn't even in the conversations in most of the conversations and talks that I was listening to or part of. He wasn't in none of the conversations that I was part of. Everybody was talking about Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. That's what everybody was talking about. So how the fuck did he make his way? Salute, Cuzzo. Let me hear you.
What's good?
Oh, you straight?
Sound better?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't be adding no bad audio to nobody's show. Can't come in on the bum ass headphones. I had to click go on from the laptop. What's going on, man?
We sitting there listening to this Terrence Crawford interview and how he really feel about Jaron Boots Ennis. And he just started it. I really didn't listen to this whole interview. I'm not going to listen to the whole interview, just this part. But he just started it, and I'm going to rewind it. He just started talking about Boots.
I feel like, Boots' whole motion is built off of Terrence Crawford. He should think, to be honest. Because if there was no Terrence Crawford at the pinnacle, who would they be talking about? Who would they be comparing him with? I remember when.
Salute Brian King B. Fulton in the building, yo. What is popping with you, yo? What you think about what he said, yo? He's saying that his whole shit is built around him, and he should thank him.
I had reacted to this too, so I'm glad you're talking about it. Cause look, I don't agree with Boots' whole motion being built off of the fact that Bud Crawford hit the pinnacle, right? But I do understand it. With somebody as successful as Terrence Crawford, they got somebody to kind of, want Boots to fight or want to see Boots in the ring with. So, just naturally them being in or around the same weight class, it made it a fight that people was going to talk about. So, Boots' motion is because he beat And1 mixtape beating asses. Like if Boots is not taking care of his end of the bargain, there's no comparing him to nobody. Definitely not Terrence Crawford. So it was Boots winning the way he was winning, the fact that he was able to switch, super athletic, right? He got some stuff that remind people of Terrence Crawford is why they wanted to see it. So his whole motion is definitely not built on Crawford, but I understand it to a degree, but not his whole motion, fam. Like he can't have motion if he's not winning fights. You know what I'm saying? Like if he ain't beating the hell out of people, if he ain't looking, showing Roy Jones-esque type, athleticism, then nobody is comparing y'all two to fight each other. So, some of it is some truth to it. Cause whenever you successful, they're gonna find somebody that they want to see you fight. And that's all this was. It's boxing, bro. Like that would be a great fight. Should it be a great fight now if he came out of retirement to fight Boots? So that's what Terrence Crawford got to take that into account too. Not saying he didn't, but his whole motion is definitely not built off you. It's him winning and you being in or around the same weight class and having similarities, and people want to see the fight. No,
Wasn't he still at 140 when Boots was doing his thing at welterweight?
Say that again. Crawford, right? Yeah.
Like, so how can he have motion built on you and y'all not in the same weight class and nobody talking about both of y'all fighting
right.
each other?
You're right.
Yeah, it's not nobody. He ain't trying to beat you. You know what I mean? That's like, it's kind of like he was trying to say that, the only reason why people like him is because of me and he should thank me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, we're not doing that. Salute to Vision in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you. Say Boots brushes off questions about Crawford. It's Crawford who was doing a world tour talking about Boots on all platforms, tweeting after every fight. That's a fact too.
The thing with me is I just think it's the competitor that Crawford is. Like, if they stopped asking about it, I don't think we'd hear what Crawford opinion is. And for me, it's like, all right, if the man said he retired, he ain't coming back. It's like, why force the boot shit down his throat? It's like y'all gonna keep asking him about it. They started to do it on the telecast last night and then stopped. They left it alone at the end. Like, y'all do it so much. Like, I think Crawford as a fighter, he like, man, like, what y'all compare me to a guy that y'all, a lot of people still call him Boots, tune-up Boots, bubble wrap Boots, and taking credit saying he fought mostly all tune-ups. He just now getting his just due. So to a degree, I get it what Crawford is saying. It's like y'all compare me to the same dude that y'all be saying don't fight nobody. So Boots gets some of the same criticism Crawford was getting, believe it or not, saying he ain't fight nobody. They're saying that the same shit about, you know what I'm saying, Boots. I just think it gets annoying, I think, after a while. You keep asking me about him, and then they're going to respond like a fighter. It's the same thing with Boots. I asked Boots about Crawford. He said, easy work. Ain't nobody lose their mind because he's speaking like a fighter. Shit, he ain't supposed to look at Terrence Crawford the way I do, right? The same way Terrence Crawford ain't supposed to look at Boots the way I do. I think these is two of the best athletes in the game, even with Crawford being retired. So that should just come with the game, man. Being asked about him, but I get it. Like, they gonna get annoyed a little bit. It's just like Boots. Boots, after a while, he's like, man, easy work. Like, he said that in one of his most recent interviews. Like, bro, what do you think want me to say? He the GOAT, like he did it. Like, bro, that's a guy could potentially fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to overly praise him. You know what I'm saying? Boots is one of them guys, man. And I'm glad he getting his just due, but he should have been getting it. You know what I'm saying? He should have been getting it.
Salute to Victor in the super chat. He said Bud's resume is questionable, but Boots ain't beating Bud. Respect.
I don't think. I mean, I get it, yo. For me, I don't know how you see it, Cuzzo, but as competitive as this guy is, man, and it's just me. I don't think Terrence Crawford, like anybody that you wanted to see him fight and he didn't fight, I don't think you could say he ducked or avoided the competition, right? Just think him being with Top Rank as long as he did, it was clear. It was certain fights they wasn't going to give him, and he wasn't getting, and he had to go away from them to make the biggest fights of his career. So I get it. People criticize his move to re-sign back. I understand it, but
I mean, he criticized it by when he sued, but you don't know. You can plan out a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. You know what I mean? So he planned out something, but then he was like, "Nah, I think I should sue you because I felt like I was done wrong." But what I honestly think about Terrence Crawford, I think that man had a plan said to him, and he got everything he wanted out of the plan. The plans went well without a stray. Besides one, and that's him not fighting Manny Pacquiao. But that was after he got undisputed. He beat everybody in front of him. He didn't stray off the plan. He didn't get off the yellow brick road. It was a pretty plan. It was nice. He knew he can beat everybody that they put in front of him, and he did. He just didn't do nothing extra. And that's what people are mad about. They're mad that he didn't do nothing extra. But did he really have to? You feel what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I don't think so, personally. Like, is it anybody that you had beating him around the time? Like, you get what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao would have been a hell of a fight, but we all know his problem is boxers. People
the person that I had beating him, he beat. You feel me? The person that I had beating Terrence Crawford, he beat already. So I mean, other than him, the only other person I was like, I know one person he can't beat. He ain't gonna fight, and he don't have to, and that's Devin. That's David. So I mean, it is what it is. He don't gotta fight him. It's over and done with. but he left at the appropriate time.
I
At
agree.
the appropriate time. Salute to media in the building. What is good with you, sir? Salute J Man. What is popping? Tunnel Vision back in the super chat. Say Mayweather fought his Ennis Canelo, no question.
Yeah,
Mayweather got a ridiculous resume. People say a lot of crazy shit about Mayweather. Not he choose this fights and he didn't fight certain people, bro. He got a crazy resume. Who didn't he fight? What are we talking about right now?
His resume is ridiculous. It's almost like he had two different careers. The man was Pretty Boy Floyd and really was Money Mayweather. And I give him credit for what people criticize. Like what Tunnel Vision saying is legit. Like I get it. I think the difference is with them. You think about it. What was one of the biggest things that people criticized Terrence Crawford about? Not being the biggest of stars, right? Like his big paydays came late in his career, and Boots wouldn't have been one of them. So I understand to a degree. If the boxing fan in me, would I want to see this fight? I'll take it tomorrow. Take my money now. You know what I mean? For Boots and Crawford. But I think by the time he got in the position, he said it. He was clear. He was like, he's trying to make the money fights. And I can't blame him. Look at all he accomplished. And think about it. Like, I ain't saying he got paid well throughout his career, but the big payday was Earl Spence. And then you get what I'm saying, a Canelo. So it's like, I get it, yo. Just like Floyd, he went through the Pretty Boy Floyd phase, right? And he got to the point where he was in position to make the business make sense for him, right? Like maximize on his name. And I think that's what Crawford did. You get what I'm saying? He got to it late. He had to literally leave Top Rank to make a Spence fight, right? And to make the other biggest fight of his career, he wasn't with them either. So I understood it on that end, bro. Like, I get it. And he said it one time, like when they was asking him about the Boots fight, he was like, everybody keep asking me about it. Well, where the money at? And then when he say where the money at, it's like the conversation get different. But that's what he was clearly saying. Like, yo, if the money is there, I'll fight him. But where the money at? And it's like, I understand it. I think it would have been a great fight, but it wouldn't have been. I don't think it could have did what Spence did because I don't think Boots had the name. You get what I'm saying? So I get it, man. It would have been a lot of risk with it. And I think he understands that. But I don't think he's scared. This is the ultimate competitor.
Is he retired or no? You know what I mean? Because honestly, when people ask you that, if you say that you retired and I love life and I'm loving this, you say that to so many times, people will stop asking you about fighting people. They're going to stop. The fact that he's not really giving everybody the notion that he's staying retired. A lot of people think he's coming back. And that's because he's letting people give him that notion. You see how Earl's doing it? Earl's like, no, you ain't never seen me back in this. You're never going to see me in a ring again. And I'm going to enjoy living my life. It's time to do something different. He ain't talking like that. When he start answering people like that, I think people will stop asking his ass altogether.
I mean, you know what? To a degree, I'm with you. I could believe that, but shit, for me, for a while, he was very consistent. It's just like they just kept asking. Like, and remember, he was on the podcast. I think it was the Pivot podcast, and dude was like, so they owe you 100 million or 200 million, whatever he said. He was like, shit, I'm doing it. He was like, shit, that's you, basically saying like, dude, selling his soul. We not coming back just for the money. But yesterday, hearing him talk, like what you saying, Cuzzo, he kind of left some room there, right? He left a little bit of room to speculate because it ain't just a straightforward like, nah, I'm not coming back at all, no matter what nobody say, no money. I've heard him say these things, but it's like people keep asking you, and you're a competitor, so I think people are trying to see if they could, lure that man back and see him fight again, man. And I know him being a competitor, you sitting at these fights, you hearing the questions, people want to see it again. So I think up until last night, I thought he was 100% not coming back. Last night just gave me a little feeling.
You see what he did? Keep doing it. But if he was doing something else and talked about them ventures, people would know. You know what I'm saying? People would know he's done with boxing. He ain't gonna do this shit anymore. Especially, but if you keep being around boxers and being around boxing events and you stand in shape, people gonna try that. They're gonna ask you. They're gonna ask you that question for sure.
There's no way around it, and you newly retired too, so it's like
they was like,
hold up, what you say? Shit.
Oh no, my bad. I said they know he competitive, so they ask him enough, he might get a yes out of him.
Yeah, facts. Shit, I probably would ask her, you gonna fight? But
Right.
no, like, man, all
Can't help it. Can't help it.
all you
Can't
got,
help
but no, for real, if he let people know that he ain't coming back, period, then I bet people would just let Jerron Ennis live for sure. But I mean, it's so much other shit to talk about. You know what I
it.
mean?
Is.
It's so 154 is flooded. It's so much other shit to
I
talk
just
about.
want to
No
throw this
need to-
in there before you hit play again. Look, man, I get it, man. I get it. But they don't want us to believe that these two dudes can be who they are without fighting each other. There's some people that just because they gonna dig at them, they gonna tear Boots down or they're gonna tear Crawford down, bro.
And it's not like they from the same place. They're not.
Right, they're gonna be super successful without having to fight each other. Let Boots build his own shit. If Crawford step his toe, I mean pinky toe back in boxing, the only fight I'm talking about is wanting to see Boots. I promise you. But right now, I just want to see Boots keep being great, bro. That's all. And he can do it without a Crawford fight. That's what they don't want you to know. He got his own path.
Like, man, this dude fight like you. Remember when he was a couple? Who would they be?
Rewind a little bit.
There was no Terrence Crawford at this pinnacle. Who would they be talking about? Who would they be comparing him with? You know, I remember when he was a couple of fights in and people were saying, hey, man, it's this little kid. When he was an amateur, you know, in the Olympic trials, they was like, man, this dude fight like you, bud. This dude fight like you. When he was pro, this dude remind me of you, but, you know, so I just feel like, you know, I'm going to let him.
It's crazy that I've never heard nobody say that ever. And I've never heard him say that. I'm not saying he's lying or nothing, but what I'm saying is, bro, if that was the case and you knew him since he was a little kid and the amateurs, how come you didn't like try to show him some support and be cool a long time ago? You understand? Like, I never seen you support this nigga. When you was at 140 and he was at 147, I never seen no love in between these two motherfuckers. I thought they was total strangers.
Who that?
Bud and Boots. I didn't know they knew each other.
Yeah. Yeah, they been because they was
You know
tough.
what I'm saying? Like, bro, and I kind of figure that when it comes to the Olympics and all that stuff, like all of y'all really know each other, but when it comes to different weight classes, like y'all don't know each other closely. You don't know each other that much. You feel me? And when in the Olympics, Terrence was light. He was like over under 135. You feel what I'm saying? And Boots was in a different weight class. It wasn't like y'all wasn't around each other like that. Y'all not the same age, nothing like that. I did not know that y'all knew each other. But for you to say that he fight like you, I don't see that. The only thing is that he can fight in both stands. That's it. I don't see them two fighting alike or similar. Do you see that they got similarities in their fighting style?
Just certain things they can do, but I just don't think when I watch Boots, I ain't thinking, he look like Crawford. There's some similarities there, but not enough to make it seem like they're the same fighter. They're not. They got different.
I think the way he fight, that's his bubble. When he in the beginning, when he was like he has me to think for his whole shit. Like, bro, his style is his whole style. That's the reason why people like him is because of the way he fight. And if yours was the exact same way, then you would have the same type of star power, but you don't. You don't got the same type of fan base as him. The same type. You don't. You just don't. I don't know where he's getting this shit.
Yeah, Boots a little flashy with it.
Yeah, he flashy as hell. And the way he slowed down on Villa, but the punch still, he did like the 3-inch punch.
Right. He put himself in
like, bro, when have you did that? You're not that, bro.
I call him and one mixtape Boots, because that shit was
like and that's the thing. It's like what do you feel some type of way that he been named a cheat code? Bro been named a cheat code a long time ago. We ain't never said that about you. Never. Like, I don't know where this is coming from.
Have his era. Wish him the best.
But how somebody like y'all don't even get cool? Like
exactly.
He looking like a little you.
If you look like exactly.
Like he's a hater.
Because you feel like he's a hater.
If I'm gonna be a 1,000%.
It's the Rebel Report show. It's all good. That's what we do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
I think he's a hater. You know, like a lot of people say, "Oh man, Bud always hating." Like, what I have to hate on him for? Right. You know, I didn't support him in it.
Now, me and you know know better than anybody, because you don't have to have a reason for somebody to hate on you, right or wrong.
That's true. That's true.
You don't have to have one reason. You don't
Mhm.
have to have one good reason why you should be hated on, but
Right.
you'll be surprised. You'll be
Right.
surprised why somebody would hate on your ass. You'll be motherfucking surprised. Me
Mhm.
being the youngest and me being, being all the places I've been hated on for the smallest, dumbest, no reasons for what?
Mhm.
Just to do it. People
Right.
do stuff just to do it sometimes. You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
It
You're
don't
right.
matter. You don't have no reason to hate on Boots. And guess what? Boots don't have no reason to hate on you.
Right.
Nobody has no reason, no good reason to hate on each other. For real.
Yeah, I think.
People just do it.
Yeah, I think any shots that people feel like Bud is taking, and I always highlight this. I don't want to change nobody's mind. You think he hating on Boots? I feel you. I just feel like just keep in mind that he a fighter at heart, through and through. Just like when Boots say, "Yo, he easy work." Do I really believe that he thinks Terrence Crawford is easy work? Nah, but he got every right to say it because he's speaking like a fighter, and I think that's what Bud be doing. Sound like, far as it sound like he be taking the shots at him. You know, that's the
little
competitive.
bit.
I think he's been far too successful to hate. Like it would be weird. You know what I'm saying? Like Boots got a long way to go to kind of reach what you did accomplishments wise, but he's very well on his way. He a 2-division unified champion in both divisions. Man, Boots is well on his way to doing some great shit.
I think the same thing about Floyd. Like, why hate on the fighters that you got? What you think? You really think that they're gonna surpass you, nigga? You really think? You know what I'm saying? You really think that? Why hate on your fighters, Floyd? Like, give them that opportunity.
Real talk.
Hold on, my phone be blacking out.
I love the trials. I've been in a lot of what I had to hate on him for.
Right.
You know, I didn't support him in the Olympic trials. I didn't been in the locker room at his fights, supporting him. So why would I need to hate on him?
Got you.
You know, like I said, I want to see him win. I want to see him go as far as he can. But I think people do the same thing with Boots as they did with Spence.
Right.
You know, and it's our people, it's the urban community that does it. Oh, Boost this, Boost knock you out, Boost. And then, the people that, support me, man, Bud it is, Bud that. Then some fighters find themselves getting caught up in that, and then they ask about it. Oh, man, he easy work. I ain't easy work. Man. That's just, disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just head over the height, and I don't look at no fighter as easy work. That's a professional on that level. I don't care who you is.
Right.
Like I gotta prepare for you,
Mm-hmm.
To a certain extent that, you could possibly threaten to beat me, or you wouldn't be in this position.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to sound easy work is just like, man, you disrespectful, boy.
Yeah. Tripping out.
Hold up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to sound easy work is just like, man.
I mean, I understand what he's saying. It sounds like Bud is saying it would have been more respectful if he just said that he'll beat him. But saying easy work is disrespectful. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, and that's the fighter in him. That's it. And get me? And what he ain't taking into consideration is his Boots is the fighter too. He not supposed to give you this. Oh man, that's gonna be a really tough fight. Even if he think that in that moment, he talking his shit. So he was saying everybody easy work. He threw out some names. He was saying easy work for everybody. So
I think Shakur said worse to him from what Shakur admitted. He said I was talking crazy to him. He said I was saying that I would beat him up and all types of stuff when you met him. So I mean, come on. It must have been a fighter in Shakur that thought that he was gonna beat you. And more than that, when all fighters are asked about a fight, they always say they're going to win. And no matter how they say it, how they express it, but they always say they're going to win. People's been asked if they're going to fight Floyd. Everybody said they're going to beat Floyd. Nobody ever said that they're going to lose. So I mean, he got to look at it like you're not special, bud. Like you're a fighter. He's a fighter. Everybody thinks and feels the same way you do. Everybody thinks they're the smartest person in the room, just like you do. Said Bud really talking about it. So Bud definitely be throwing underhand shots.
Little jabs here, there, little jab here, little
little
jab,
bit, just a little bit.
just a little jabby jab. But I don't think enough to call him no hater because he said it, bro. He said, "Yo, if this man surpassed me, I support it." Like, I know people like him don't believe that. He don't. This is the thing. What would change if he came out and said right now, "I don't like him"? This is what I'm saying. Nothing to change. Like, so I don't think he has an incentive to have to lie. I just don't think he that type of hateful dude. Like, I've seen him in real time supporting people. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude.
I don't think it's hate. I think it's a little envy. I think it's a little envy or jealousy, whichever you want to call it.
Right.
Just because other people are giving him a shot against him. I really think that's how Bud always been.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I made a video years ago about this shit. He be threatening people when they be going against him. No bullshit. This is Terrence Crawford. He really does that.
Bro, shout out, right?
When what's his name? Javonte Davis was standing there with Earl Spence, and Earl said to a reporter, because reporter asked Earl Spence, "What do you think about Tank versus Lomo?" Right in front of Tank, because they were having a conversation with each other. He said Tank beats Lomachenko. So he was like, "That's what's up. I always thought you would beat Terrence Crawford." That's what he said. He didn't sit there and say, didn't sit there and say a bunch of shit that you'll beat his ass and knock him out. He said, "I always thought that you would beat Terrence Crawford." Terrence Crawford seen that and took to Twitter, when it was called Twitter at the time, and threatened Javonte Davis.
Right.
So, I mean, I made a video about that shit. I remember. So it's not like that, with you talking about social media. If anybody's on Twitter or X right now, that shit is flooded with trolls, bro.
Yeah,
it's flooded with people that's trying to get on your motherfucking nerve. That's why I don't even be on that joint. So if he's on there listening to people talk about how Bud's gonna be, they're gonna get you tight, bro. They're gonna get you tight. They about to get you mad, and you about to do what you're doing. You about to do what you're doing right now, bro. There's no reason to do what you're doing. Is what I'm saying, bro. You need to stay off social media, especially stay off X. X is full of a bunch of youngins, bro. I feel like a bunch of youngins on that damn Jay. Say
all trolls, fam. All trolls.
So it just sounds like you listening to the wrong people, bro. You being retired, you think you did enough, right? The fans think you did enough, right? You got enough money, right? So what the fuck? Why are you worried about what these strangers are talking about? You don't know these people. They probably still live with their parents, bro. Like, why are you even concerned? You shouldn't even be concerned about what they're saying or doing. Fuck them. Like, but I understand with you, if you still gonna be out here in the limelight, I think if you take a year, I'll take a year away from social media and away from the cameras, and then come back and just come to a fight. You know what I'm saying? And just tell people that you over it. You know what I'm saying? And tell people that you over it and you done with it or whatever. People will lay off and just let you live. They'll let you live eventually because you're Terrence Crawford and you don't got nothing to prove, right?
It's crazy. It's crazy because I heard people complaining about this man going to the fights. I thought you retired. Why you going to the fight? I said,
I'm
God,
people go to fights.
So the man can't go to fights, or he got to stay home, like, or y'all gonna just consider him not retired because he going to fight?
Nah, he can go to the fight. I'm just saying, like, if he disappeared, then people will leave him.
I know what you're saying.
What
you're saying, I think makes sense. Just like disappear for a minute, let them just let it get it out their system about asking any questions. You pop back up on the scene, it should be, should shut
right. It should be how you been, what you been into. It shouldn't be you ready to fight, Terrence.
Right.
And if they're doing that, then they don't give a fuck about you anyway. They just trying, what I'm saying? They trying to get some footage off you or some shit like that.
Right.
But it should be a certain time in especially in your life, where you think that you succeeded. Right, you did what you supposed to do, and you feel good about what you did and what you left, and you should be able to live life without people making you feel this type of way.
Exactly.
If this is the case, then he need to get up off social media, dog. It's a lot of different platforms, yo. X is not a good platform for athletes to be on. And that's just my honest opinion.
It's all disrespect and trolling. For like over 90% of it is disrespect and trolling.
Everybody want clout, it seems like, off what somebody's texting you. It's ridiculous, yo. Salute to Lee Jackson in the building. What is good with you, sir?
No, he ain't easy work for it too. No.
So now you seeing the fighters that's out there right now. What fight you really want to see? What's like a real?
I know Javante and Shakur. You know Shakur's his guy. Javante and Shakur. Say it. Go ahead.
I want to know. I want to know what the champ thinks.
That's definitely number one.
Okay.
I told you.
Shakur,
Javante Shakur. Shakur is a beast.
And Shakur and Devin, Keyshawn Devin.
You know what?
I actually want to.
Since he said that, what do you think about the whole Keyshawn Devin Haney thing?
How it unfolded, I'm truly disappointed as a boxing fan, because as a supporter of Keyshawn, because I was a heavy advocate of, I'm still an advocate of his. I was very vocal about him, knowing he was going to take this fight regardless of anything. I just knew if this fight didn't happen, it wasn't going to be, because of Keyshawn. And it was, and it is, and it's very disappointing because of the promotion. Like, you were adamant about this was the opportunity you wanted. You got placed as the number one in a mandatory position. You could have accepted allegedly some money that they was trying to offer you before it went to purse bid when y'all postponed it. I'm hearing that you was advised to take it. You didn't. You went the purse bid route. We all seen how that unfolded. You got takeover promotions bid and top rank bid. Not only did they bid, they won it, and they put up a good chunk of money at 8.5 million. So I thought they really was showing you that they was confident you could take this fight. They felt like you would take it. And look, I get it. I've said this way many times about all types of situations, man. I understand guys not wanting to get in there for less than you feel like you were for what you deserve. I understand that. But when you put out so much energy and you was like, offer me 25%, what you think I'm going to do? Like, I remember all that. Like you was saying, pulling up at the actual crib, you was promoting it. You did all the things right to promote it, and just on the business side, it fell flat, it fell apart, and it was to your decision making. Now, I'm not going to crucify them the way other people are, but I'm going to hold them accountable and be very blunt. The fight did not happen. It's because of you. Shout out to Team Haney. They stood on business. Now you got to deal with the fallback, the scrutiny and the criticism, the slander. All of that is coming. It's happening now, but it's to no fault of nobody's but your own. Now it's some conflicting stories out there that I'm gonna reach out and try to see if I can get more confirmation on if any of that is true. But I'm hearing that he unfollowed Jay Prince. I gotta make this short video.
What?
Yeah, I'm hearing he unfollowed Jay Prince.
Isn't that his manager?
Right. Yeah, people is assuming and insinuating that he could have moved on from Jay. He mad at him because.
Then I just said that about Jay. I was like, you either going against him or this is his plan, one or the other, bro. And you're going against Top Rank in your promotional company because, bro, this is strike two. This is big. It's a big strike two.
It's a fumble, man. It's a fumbled opportunity. And look, I rock with this young man. Y'all know I do. And this ain't gonna change that. But what it will change is when I hear you calling out certain people, I'll have to take it with a grain of salt. Like this situation gonna always pop in my mind. You know what I mean? It comes off as a clout chase. People gonna push that. You get me? I get it. Maybe the figures, the money wasn't right, but you said so much. It's a lot that you didn't have to say. All right. Like you could have went that route. Like, long as that money right, I'm fighting this dude, right? If that was the energy and this happened, it'll be a different look. They still gonna do this, but it'll be different. Like, for people like me, I'm like, at least he was letting it be known. As long as that money right to fight this dude, I'm in there. But he was very adamant, man. Oh, me 25%. What you think I'm gonna do? Like, that shit just
boy. Made too many videos.
I did hear. Now, this is the stuff that I'm hearing, as far as the unfollowing, possibly firing and moving on. I am hearing too. And that's why I want to see if I could get some confirmation that he could have been trying to fight now, take a fight now, not the Devin fight, maybe whatever fight, because I'm hearing, and I got to confirm a lot of this stuff, that he got one fight left on Top Rank. That one fight, he has satisfied that on his contract. I'm hearing it's a potential bigger deal in place for him, or an opportunity for him to end up on Zuffa with them putting money behind them and then revisit the fight with Devin. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't get it, then you just don't get it, right? But the money will be behind you. You'll have an opportunity to make more, right? But it's still like, you know, a lot of that stuff is shaky because you didn't have to go this route to get this fight. Top Rank put it on a platter for you, put you in position, and it's like kind of let it down. You kind of let, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I was hearing. He could be trying to get a better deal, and he wanted to get away from Top Rank, so he could do that. But again, I got to confirm this stuff because
it's the second time you're getting rid of whole teams. Wasn't you was with wasn't he with Bomac and that whole team, and he left. Now he's with his own team in Virginia, right? And then now his old team, right? And then now you say he wants to get away from Top Rank and Jay Prince, bro.
And that's some of that rumor stuff. But also, lastly, because of something that they're saying is that Keyshawn Davis is being reported by local news that Keyshawn Davis is looking to renegotiate the purse bid split to make the fight happen against Devin Haney. But
you better, bro. You better make it right, son.
You get me? I don't know how successful that could be. You know what I'm saying?
You better take anything this time. Yeah, I don't know if he know what he did by doing this shit. Because your whole what you got in this game, in this world is your word and your balls, right? As a man, bro, your whole shit is your word for real. Like the whole theatrics and him getting his eyes real big and flexing on you, like that's who you are. You Keyshawn Davis, you walk up on people, you bully them to a fault verbally, you know what I'm saying? That's who you are. You can fight and shit like that. When it comes to, you did the whole thing to make this fight. For months you've been doing just that to make a fight with Devin Haney. You've been saying, planting seeds for I think a year or 2 years now. The first time he said I want to fight light skin, it's been over a year, bro. You've been saying this, you've been planting little seeds and you've been making videos, you've been doing shit for a while, and then you get to fight and 2 million's not enough. Like I said, Brian Norman got less than that to fight Boots, bro. You're fighting Devin, you ain't fighting Boots. You're fighting Devin, not Boots, and you. Bro, it's a bad look all around. If he's gonna renegotiate whatever's on the table, he better take it.
Yeah, real talk.
Devin don't go 50-50 with nobody. So in my opinion, it looked like you never wanted to fight. Because in my opinion, that's like me saying, oh yeah, people want to fight if they want 50-50 versus Tank. I'm gonna say no, you don't want to fight. If it gotta be 50-50 or no fight, then you don't want to fight Tank. So when it comes to Devin, it's the same thing, bro. You got 15 fights. So how you gonna ask for 50 fights versus somebody that was undisputed? It's not gonna work like that. You just look like you never wanted it. That's a bad look, bro. It's bad. It's not a good look.
Nah, yeah. He gonna take a hit. And like I said, I tried to make sure I was very direct. I ain't make an excuse for him because don't no excuse need to be made. Do I think he's scared of Devin? No, but I just didn't think he would allow this money situation to be the deciding factor. That's not a good look. The opportunity itself was so much upside to that. And furthermore, because of something else I wanted to make sure I tell you, the holdup and the issue was that Devin Haney, we know would have got the 6 million, but he was gonna get considerably more than that. You get what I'm saying? And Keyshawn Davis was gonna get. He was supposed to get far more than that 2.1 as well. The issue is Top Rank agreed and they paid Devin a flat fee, like up front. Keyshawn Davis wanted a flat fee up front too. He didn't want to take the money and then risk it on the upside as far as like pay-per-view to recoup the rest of the money. He wanted a flat fee. You know what I'm saying? And that was the issue. So he ended up going to the purse bid, trying to try his hand that way, and it just didn't work. So that's why I was saying, Andre Darrell touched on it. Like, it's just ultimately, I think he made some bad decisions.
Yeah.
And that's what it chalked up to. Yeah, you could call him a duck. I'm not trying to argue with nobody that's saying that. I feel ya. I get it. Because he had no reason not to take it. But yeah, man, I just chalk it up to him making bad decisions as well. That's going to have him being held in a bad light. And that's to nobody's fault but his own. So, Key, you got to take this one in the chin. I know you'll be all right. You're still a hell of a fighter. This don't change that. But just learn from this situation. Learn from it, bro. Got to. If you could learn from this, and it ain't going to affect you the way it could potentially could. But you gotta think, with 15 fights, fam, you was in position to fight one of the most accomplished young fighters in the game. The opportunity was the best one that you could have got. So I hope the Jay Prince rumor stuff is just that, rumors, because that's what you call great management. You putting your guy in position. It ain't like you even had him for his whole career. You had a few fights, couple fights, right? And already look what position you put him in. So as far as anybody's saying Jay this and Jay no, you're doing what a manager is supposed to do. Top Rank did what a promotional entity is supposed to do. They was behind a man so much so that they not only bid on the fight, they won the shit.
And that's what I was about to say. Top Rank knows that Keyshawn is going to get the butt end of the stick when it comes to the money versus Devin Haney. So they made sure that he was going to have a couple million. Like, in my opinion, I think they kind of did it. They did you. They did right by him. They did you a good one, for real. When I think about it, because they know damn well if anybody else would have won that purse bid, you would have got less than that.
Imagine T.O. winning with the 2.3 he put up. Imagine that. He's a damn troll too, just to throw that in there. God damn. I think he just did that to see how it worked. Like, he just did something. Let me just go on ahead and throw my name in the hat. And it's crazy to see Takeover Promotions actually bid and never seen DHP do this. And I told y'all it's like my guy Dub was saying, it's more of a tax write-off. They're not, DHP is not structured to put on events. So, but co-promote, that's something they can do like they're doing with the fight. Co-promote, he's done that for about half of his fights, just about co-promoting Devin Haney, but he ain't never, you know what I mean? Whereas DHP putting up the money and putting on the event.
That's what I was just about to ask you. Where were they getting the money from to give the so-called $3 million to Keyshawn Davis?
Right. Yeah, I what I was hearing too, because as far as again, like I was telling you with Devin Haney, what they agreed to or what they was giving him, he was standing to make considerably more, and it was going to be the same thing because both guys' respective sides could have made up the difference, is what I was hearing. You know what I'm saying? So just, I think ultimately a bad decision, bad business decision. So I know they're going to shit on him because I ain't a businessman. Oh, there you go, right there, behind the hands. That's my dog. I'm gonna call him in a second.
Blue behind the hands, it's TV. The thing is, he just
have a contract.
He had to know though, if you beat Devin, you the guy though. You gotta know that.
The upside, right?
You have to know that. You had to know that when you called him out for the very first time and you said, I want to fight light skin. You had to know that, bro. Come on now. This is an organized, sanctioned, this is a professional sport. This ain't no backyard bully. Just, I want to see who I want to fight. We can fight real quick. No, that's not what's going on. When you call out somebody and they make the fight, you got to make weight. Come in prepared, say yes to it, and actually fight, bro. This man, the businessman is sounding less and less like the businessman. The more shitty. The man sat there and said after his last fight, he just like fighting. He don't like making weight. I was shocked when he said that shit on the phone. I was like, he did not just say that shit. Nobody likes making weight, bro. That's the part of it that makes you that makes you who you are. That's why they say boxing is a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's the part of it. That's the hard part of it. Fighting is the easy part, bro. That's what everybody like doing.
Right.
Everybody likes sparring, bro. Do you like losing weight when you not there yet, son? Like you gotta be great at all of it, bro. You gotta be great at all of it, or you're gonna fail one day.
There you go, right there too, Cuzzo. Yeah, there you go. Just got off the phone. Ron Sims said Key and Jay are still working together. You see how the internet would do? They wanted to be an issue so bad with Jay Prince and Shakur and Keyshawn. They want them to be at odds with each other, and they want them both to have some type of issue with Jay. It's crazy how you hear all this negativity when it's attached to Shakur or Keyshawn when it's concerning Jay Prince. He extorting Shakur. He bullying, running his career.
Yo, I ain't never heard that shit until you just said that shit.
Sacrificing Keyshawn to Devin Haney to protect his golden goose. All this ignorance, but then I'm like,
I ain't hear all. I mean, I know people be saying a lot. People say
what
a lot.
What about what's the name? What about Abdullah Mason? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about Abdullah Mason? So
I
Like
was
he was
shocked that
doing
he
him
was
wrong.
signed over there. I didn't know he was signed to Jay Prince until
Who
people
that?
say this shit. I don't know. Abdullah Mason.
Yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
didn't know that until I didn't know that Edward De Los Santos was signed to him until somebody. I don't be knowing this shit till people tell me.
I told people.
I didn't know that he felt that way about Jay or whatever was going on with Jay.
Right.
Until
I told people.
I don't remember about that shit.
Right. He told people he been doing right by these dudes, man. That Shakur pretty much got the gym like after him. Like, why would he be doing him wrong? He doing nothing but right by this dude. It go deeper than boxing. Like, I know shit that people don't know, and I keep certain stuff offline because it be, you certain shit you just can't get people to understand. That dude has put that man in position, and with his fist, he's helped him fill his end of the bargain. That dude in a really good position. He just gotta keep fighting. Just keep fighting.
I'm also a Jay Prince investment.
Yeah, man. He always in the gym. He always over there. And I hit Shakur yesterday while I was calling the fights. Told him, hey, champ, man, I need to get you back on the show. He said, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, he responded kind of quick. So hopefully that's something that y'all could be looking out for. Let's set a date with his ass and get him back up there, talk some shit.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it'd be a lot of little weird rumors. Like he only doing wrong by them two fighters, nobody else. Abdullah Mason is fine. You know what I'm saying? Andre Ward was fine. Floyd was fine. The Roy's of the world. All these other guys he worked with, he didn't do nothing to them. But just when it comes to these two, and I'm like, y'all just couldn't be more wrong. So I just want to see these guys continue to put themselves in position. As far as like the initial question with Keyshawn, like I said, I was very consistent. Disappointed for sure, but I ain't giving up on it, man. I hope you can learn from this. You really do. You get what I'm saying? And as far as the Abdullah Mason and Shakur shit, I told y'all with him being over there at Jay Prince, mind you, Core was there first. You less likely to see them two mix it up for that reason alone.
Who?
Core made it clear he got one brother. He said the only guy that
they're not fighting. People still talking about that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they still be pushing that shit. I'm like, bro,
they're not fighting, man.
One dude who said he's gonna fight. That's it.
They mean that shit. They're not gonna fight.
Right. Right.
Yeah, let that go. What do you think about the fight? I think both fighters want to fight. I don't know if they're gonna make the fight. But Tiger Johnson and Brian Norman Jr.
I like them going back and forth, and that's a good fight. I would hope that they can make something like that because I know Tiger ain't gonna get one of the bigger names. Like he went off on Devin again. I know he ain't gonna get that, but yeah, I like that fight.
He ain't getting Devin, in my opinion.
Norman
Devin should fight him though. Devin should fight him. I think Devin would beat Tiger Johnson. And I like that. I like Tiger.
That's an interesting fight. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you seen Devin's new little hitting the heavy bag? Have you seen it? Yeah, and I said this a while ago. You know how I always made fun of Antonio the Lips Taller out this bitch. I've been saying the man don't punch properly. Since Tony been working with him, what's his name? James Tony taught that motherfucker how to punch. If you watch that shit, that nigga knows how to punch now.
Right. Yeah. I just think
Devin got some pop now. All right.
I just think. Yeah. I just think his body is breathing now. He gave himself his body to breathe.
Yeah.
And now he's less depleted. So you seeing what he really got, and he's a physically strong guy. He's never gonna be a puncher. But going there playing with Devin Haney, if you want talking that pillow fisted shit, everybody that the last couple of dudes that did, he dropped both of them. And they both came out the fight talking about they underestimated his power. That dude has never been pillow fisted. I think a big thing is technique to a degree. I'm not saying it's bad. It's how you throw your punches, not sitting down. As far as not sitting down and
right now he got
depleting yourself. You're depleting yourself. You know what I'm saying
he got
I think only fans are giving up on Key. That's why I call myself a supporter. Like I get it. This decision to not take this fight, I don't support that. But in that ring, X's and O's, that's a bad man, and we all know that. That's why I was so sold that he would take it. You know,
right. That's what I'm saying. I would have been dead wrong if I made a video talking about the whole situation because I thought shoulder shit was gonna happen. You know, I felt the same way you did. If it wasn't gonna happen, it wasn't gonna be Keyshawn Davis' fault. But behind the hands, I didn't know that either. I didn't know that Justin. I don't be knowing who people manager is. I don't. I didn't know that FA and Jared Anderson was even part of Jay Prince. I didn't even know that shit. Salute to FaZe the Great in the building. What is good with you? We're not giving up on Key. Nah. I'm just saying, bro. It's
just
the nigga need to fix it. And
right,
we need to fix that shit soon. And I'm definitely nobody can forget it. We can't forget this shit. And the next time he, just like you said, he start whipping, you're gonna be the boy to cry wolf. I don't believe shit you're saying now, dog. Like your word is shit now.
It's like I get it. I hate this.
He definitely can fight. I'm not saying he can't fight.
Right. Just hold him accountable and like move on. Like I say, he just gotta learn from it. And I think he can. You know what I'm saying? He got the right people around him. Keep the right people around you, but understand that the people were supposed to be on your ass a little bit. I still don't think you deserve to be slandered because I'm never with the boxing slander, but criticism, feet to the flame, both of them, all 10 toes, absolutely. And I had to give Devin Haney, Team Haney a shout out. Y'all did it. But his coach did mention, if you think this was something, he's like, wait till y'all see what's next. He threw that out there. So hopefully you got a plan to rebound. You know what I'm saying? Because he can fight. And we seen this fight, cuz we know this dude could fight. You know what I'm saying?
He still has talent. You feel me? Like they still gonna use him. He is still top ranks investment until he's off that contract. So they still gonna get their money out of him somehow. But they should find a fight for him this year before it gets too late. Salute to Charles Hoop Session in the building. My bad. He said Keyshawn shouldn't have been stunting.
I feel you, Charles. Look, no argument from me.
What is good with you, Queen?
No argument from me, and keep my guy, but I don't need to make no excuse for a guy that could fight his ass off. He just ultimately made a decision that's gonna make people question him moving forward. How serious was you? Was it all clout chasing? Was it just for attention? And I don't think he needs that kind of clout because again, his first homecoming fight, he put what? It was a sellout, put over what 10,000 in there. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody could say they can do that. So he already had enough of his own clout. He didn't need it by saying again the guy's name and not fighting him. It only took away from what you've been building because nobody forced this situation. You was just adamant and ultimately not to take it. It looks away. And I get it, but I'm still riding with Key. You know what I'm saying? I'm still riding with him. I just can't support the decision because you went against what you said. So I could hold you accountable for this, but you'll be back, man. You just gotta fight somebody and beat their ass. That's the way to get to it.
It seemed like he went against what he said. He went against what Jay Prince said. He went against what Top Rank said. He went against what everybody told him. Everybody was like, take it. Bro, you had time to say no or probably change your mind, and he didn't. I'm more than sure people was in his ear telling him the right plan, and he just chose what he chose. Being hard-headed and this early in the game, but being so active in front of these cameras ain't a good mix. It's just not. You need to listen to the people that did this before you, or find somebody you really think has your best interest in heart and follow suit, because you got way too many people around you that already did it and successful at it for you to be making such idiotic mistakes. It's to fans. Once fans think that you was playing them as a fool, it's really hard to get them back. And you really just did. You really did a big one, bro. You made videos. You spent time, effort, money, gas, and all that shit to do what you did to make these videos, and that shit reached a broad amount of people. When it comes to them, when they realize that, oh, what happened to that fight with Keyshawn and Devin, and somebody tell them, he said no to the fight because $2 million wasn't enough. It's just not a good look, bro. Because all I can think about is how many times I argued with someone saying that someone not ducking because of the money. This situation just hit home, bro. It's bad. It's not a good look.
It just, you left us with nothing to really we can say other than you ain't standing on business, man. But it's a learning lesson, I hope, for moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Because I still believe in it. Like I said, the talent and all that, but lead a call out shit alone. Just beat ass like you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So this situation don't happen again. You know what I'm saying? Or like I said, I'm hearing some things about trying to renegotiate or possibly satisfy that fight on the contract for Top Rank and get something bigger. But we're gonna see if that unfold. If I could get any insight, more confirmation, I'll definitely make you aware of it. But damn, Key, you hit me with a 3-piece to the body, fam. You know what I'm saying? With this one, took all the air out myself. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, damn, man, you had this was like the biggest talk. You get what I'm saying? For a while, like this was overshadowing the fact that Lamont Roach and them was fighting, right? Like everybody was talking about this, and that opportunity was just one of a lifetime, fam. A blown opportunity. I just don't see you getting that opportunity again. And for 15 fights, fam, he was about to be in position to fight a 3-division champion, former undisputed guy, and undefeated. And you have the opportunity to legit on a fair, even playing field take his O and his
facts.
Man, Key, damn, bro. It's a letdown. But
I was looking forward to the fight. I really was. That would have been a good fight. Real good fight. And they probably can't renegotiate after the purse bid is over, but they can just go ahead and just scrap the whole thing and start over. They can start over and renegotiate from the beginning. They can start fresh, I should say.
Right.
But
yeah, you know what I think?
You're gonna have to do something about it, bro. You and him gotta get in the ring now.
Because you know what I asked though? All right, cool. Like if he turned it down, which he did, and if that puts the end to it, he got 15 fights. They're gonna find somebody for him to fight. Devin, who do you fight now?
Hopefully it don't show him, like he said. Hopefully it don't show your ass.
I hope not. But it'll be his fault.
You didn't make him lose no money. Last time they lost money on your ass.
Right.
There's people there to fight, but the question is, are you still moving up? That's the question. Do you know if he's still moving up to welterweight or not?
Right.
He is. He gonna fight at welterweight now? His next fight gonna be at welterweight?
Right. That's what I wonder now. How does that affect that move to welterweight? Are you still going there?
Because it could be very interesting if depending on where he's going, what they do next. But they need to make a fight this year. Hurry up and make a fight with this motherfucker for real. This left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. It's not gonna be. Ain't nobody gonna forget this shit. And he put time. That's what I said. He put time in front of the first incident. This strike too. This is a big strike too. Real big strike. His third strike is gone. It's gonna really fuck his career up. He already messing it up single-handedly. He doing a real good bang-up job by himself.
Yeah. Got a rebound, Keith. Got a rebound from this shit.
It was the option to make the fight. That's the sad thing. Like you waited until you had a purse bid instead of just taking whatever that was on the table. So it's like, if you can make the table again to talk about it, they're gonna lowball your ass on purpose. Now we already know how to get down.
Right.
It's about to be disgusting. It's about to be real nasty if he thought 2 million was bad.
Yeah, man. So there definitely was the option to make it, but when I say I'm just saying with one of the reports came out from a local news spot that was talking about him trying to renegotiate something. So I don't know how far. I don't expect him to get far with that. You know what I mean? I just think ultimately it's a blown opportunity, man. And it's something that he just got to chalk up and learn from it. If you can learn from it, it's a life lesson. If not, then you run the risk of repeating it. So hopefully he learned from this shit.
He said, for what? Why would they start over? He's saying that's what Keyshawn wants to do. He's saying Keyshawn want to start over, y'all.
Yeah, at least that's what I seen.
It was the last option. He's saying it's Shakur's fault because he should have fought Devin. Let's talk about the elephant.
Yeah. The thing with that is, I've been writing about that situation too. I told people without no deal in place, he wasn't going to have no fight first. Devin wasn't going to have a fight first without a deal. You think he was going to go into negotiations with Shakur Stevenson? With who? You understand what I'm saying? With the zone, essentially, at least that's what they reported, that he signed some type of big deal with the zone. Right now, you could hear him, you know what I mean? He fights and shit like that, but you wasn't going, what network was it going to be on? Zuffa? Right? If he fought Shakur, right? You get me? Without no financial backing, without nobody backing him Who was going to do
Who
it?
is backing them? Like, that's what everybody want to know. Who's backing Devin and giving them all this bread? And that's the kind of a similar situation when it comes to Devin and Rolly. Rolly and Devin, they are all like made a plan. He had all this stuff or whatever. And Devin didn't like the money or didn't like his split or something. Didn't like that there wasn't no guarantee or some shit like that. And he said no and walked away from the fight, walked away from the whole table. See the 704 Joe in the building.
Yeah, man. Oh, and that's all I was saying. Like, where would that fight be at? And if it's Shakur fault, right? Let's just use Bill's words. Wasn't Bill doing a bunch of promoting and saying Zuffa had the money on the table for him and Shakur? Then he said that's the fight they wanted, not the Keyshawn fight. Where did Shakur sign to? Did he or did he not sign to the people that Bill Haney said to the world had the money for that fight? The money was on the table. Everything was good. They want this now. They're just waiting on Shakur. And I told y'all, without Shakur having a deal first, he wasn't going to be in no fight. Y'all skip steps. Y'all don't even be thinking. You get what I'm saying? Well, both of them they was in the same situation, like promotional kind of free agents, if you will. Where would the fight take place with both of them being in that same position? People do not think. Now you can start entertaining fights because you know he has a home. Now he's somewhere. How he start talking? Now he know the money is behind him. What did he say to Devin? You said 144, right? The option is still there. He said it over and over. He tagged both of them. He said, call my bluff. And he said 144 with no rehydration clause. The option is still there. That's what they said, right? They was online bragging and boasting about how they said, yeah, and he went missing. Now look, what changed? You opened your mouth, Devin, saying it's the biggest fight in boxing. Shakur wasn't. He was minding his business. Y'all kept using his name, and then he responded. And now it's a problem. So to me, if he really want that fight, Shakur told him what you got to do to make it. He's not going to be in his 5th weight class in 26 fights at 29 years old. No fighter in the history of the sport has been in their 5th division with you know what I'm saying, 26 fights. You got no 5 division champions with that. 26 fights, 29 years old. 5 division champ. There's not one in boxing. So I just don't see him doing that right now because I think 47 going to be his last division. So if you want to fight him, it's simple. Call his bluff, meet him in the middle, or shut up and let him do it exactly what he's doing. He'll find somebody to fight. And I like both of them. I don't think they ducking each other. I'm just tired of the back and forth on either side. But this particular time, y'all started it with this the biggest fight in boxing. Conveniently after he sold out MSG with T.O. That's when you start talking like that. So again, you was focused on him the whole time. They was supposed to have him 20 days in negotiating. You kept talking about Shakur. Now he has a deal in place where y'all can really make fights. See if you really want to make it. And it's what the people that Bill told the world had the money. So how could Shakur be moving away from it? I don't know, man. I don't want to see another. I don't want to go for another ride. The Keyshawn shit still got me nauseous, man. You know what I mean? It took me for a roller coaster. I don't even like roller coasters, fam. I'm not getting on no more roller coasters. Nah. So on either side, y'all know Core is my guy, but I don't want to entertain that conversation too much more if y'all really not going to fight each other. That's the only way I see it. He's not going to 47 right now.
Salute, Bruce. Salute, young man. What's good with you? Salute whatchamacallit, though. He said he filed a Chapter 7 on himself. You had a hometown fight, you missed weight, you popped on weed and mental health issues. So would you have fought T.O. or do you really want to fight Devin? And 2 Cents said last night on the show, they looked it up. You can't continue to negotiate purse bid with the last option. If that didn't work, it's over. I don't know, man. Maybe they figured out something, or maybe he's gonna try and don't succeed, like you're saying, because you can't do it.
He called back on the Rio thing. I could show you a DM on that one. So,
but they probably trying. That doesn't mean they ain't trying.
I'm just at the point now where I have no control. All I could say is what fights I want to see. Y'all know I want to see the same shit y'all want. I just don't want to take no more rides. Just fight the best available opposition. That's all I want from everybody. Fight the best available opposition. That's it. You doing that, I'm cool. Fight the best available opposition. That's all we could expect, for real. You know what I'm saying? Be be on your P's and Q's, man, and fight the guys you need to fight, yo. That's it. So I don't think Ryo's the worst fight, but he don't need that. Like that don't move the needle. He don't move the needle. Like Ryo's solid, but I get it. He sparked the other Santos. We don't need that shit. I don't need.
Yeah, I don't think Devin and Shakur will ever fight each other either behind the hands.
I think if the only way I could possibly see it if they met in the middle now, or if Shakur ended up at 47, is Devin is still there, and I think that's a very low possibility. Very low possibility. So I don't know. I just don't want to be promoting something that ain't happening. Like, just leave it. I mean, leave him at 35 and or 40. You stay at 47 and fight the welterweights. We could have avoided all this. I said that from the rip. And he even said it. Not moving up to 47. He said 135 and 140, come get y'all issue. And they go on a whole promotional campaign talking about how they was negotiating, mind you, without Jay Prince. How the fuck are you negotiating with his fighters without him? It's bad
We should already know
negotiation.
that Bill is full of shit, man. It's been so many. Everybody should know that Bill is full of shit. He's just talking for his son. For real. That's not even he be full of shit a lot. A lot of stuff he be saying be straight up lies, be fabrication or straight. He just made it the fuck up. Like the blatant thing recently that I can remember that everybody caught on to and said that it was a lie and he couldn't backtrack out of it is when he said that Matias asked for $6 million and he didn't even talk about it. Like, bro, come on, bro. He just straight up made up some shit. Y'all should already know who's lying when it comes to a lot of this shit. But salute to the butcher in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat. Salute to you. You always say support to the grind. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat, sir. 2 Cents say, should they continue the negotiations? All of this was game. I think all of it is, 2 Cents. I really do. I think all of it is game. All of it been game. Like it's a certain way that you don't really have to do none of this shit that people are doing to make fights. You know? If people really wanted to make a fight quietly, they can do so. They're playing a game while doing all this shit out on Front Street. That's just my honest opinion. You don't have to do none of this shit to make the fight. You can just you can quietly tell your people that you pay to make fights, to call a certain team to make the fight. You don't have to do all this theatrics and make like, bro. Like I said, I never ever glorify talking shit. I never glorify the Twitter beef ever. When the fight is made, then you can say and do whatever you want because then it's all promotion. But right now, it's all clout, and regardless of where the clout's coming from, it's all clout. It's all just something to put attention on yourself, to make you relevant, or somebody new look at you. You feel me? But what are you promising the people? Nothing. You just talking shit. I never liked it. I think a lot of this shit is game, though. I really do. I think it's a lot of things that's set in the place that we don't know about. Just like when we seen that video of Bill saying, Shakur was always Bitcoin. We was always going to move up if it get too high. But bro, we don't know shit. We don't know nothing. Everything could be a damn game. And we already see this people think there's a whole boxing brothers and we making videos and all this stuff. We know it's a game. It's a lot of games being played. A whole lot of games being played. And we got politics. It's a bunch of games being played. Guaranteed, Queen. I agree. All of it is game. But then when you put your best foot forward the way Keyshawn did, talking about Devin Haney, I could have sworn that she was that he was being real. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we talked about it on my channel when I played that video of Keyshawn saying why he don't like Devin Haney. He talking about he never looked at me in the eyes. I was like, what? He never looked at me in the eyes. He didn't give you no respect. I was like, what? Seriously? That's your reason why you don't like this nigga? So I mean, it's been a lot of things said, a lot of it's been seeds planted for you to make the fight. You being that, I can see if they offered you the same amount of money that you already had, but even then, you should be glad that you got 15 fights and you're making $2 million because it's a lot of people that's talented fighters that did a lot in this sport that wasn't making $2 million at 15 fights.
Absolute facts. Absolutely. It's almost none of these dudes for the most part are for real. Like, that's rare. Shit, Jal Patai said he didn't get paid till like his 19th fight. 19th. Shit is crazy. Shadeja Green fought for a damn value meal before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Food, like food, fam. That shit's crazy, man. So yeah, that's why it's tough. Like, it ain't no excuse nobody gotta make for him. Just do better, Keyshawn. Learn from this shit and stand on business. We see what you do when you in the ring. Just make sure what you saying line up with what you actually doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. You know what I mean? You don't gotta be putting them situations like you definitely gotta learn now.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody that came in the building. Salute. I appreciate y'all for coming in the building, but I need to get something to eat up in me. I'm finna pass the fuck out.
No, it's cool to chop it up with you this morning, cuzzo.
I appreciate you coming in, cuzzo. Appreciate you. Appreciate
I
you.
gotta keep catching you in the mornings for sure, man. You know what I mean, definitely. Whenever you drop the link, I'm gonna be over here chopping it up with you.
Right.
She
Y'all know
she doing good. I just know, she be feeling like she let people down. I told her, just like I always tell her, win, lose, or draw, I'm rocking with you. You went out there, you did what you could do. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. Way she's showing out for Jersey, I'm gonna always be proud of her, man. So shout out to Shadeja. Hopefully,
how's the babies?
All good. Bad as hell.
Bad.
You know his birthday.
How's Bright Eyes, yo? I bet he's very chunky right now, yo.
Man, he's a little skinny. We call him AB.
Oh,
little belly. He just turned 3 last month at 18. So his ass, all he do is talk, and he'll cry baby because of bad. My son is a super cry baby. But they
July
all
18th.
They all good.
Good. All right, yo. I appreciate you coming in here, man.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm glad we got a chance to chop it up. It's been a couple years.
It's been a while, man. I'm gonna pop back up next week too.
All right, yo. I appreciate you for coming. Everybody should already know where to find Just Do, yo. He's one of the best on this YouTube thing. He's been doing his shit for what? I feel like it's been only like 2 years, yo. You already passing like
4
subs, bro.
It's been like 4. It's been 4.
Man, no,
it's like 2, but it's been 4. I think it's been 4
18 months, and he got like 12,000 subs, yo. Hit him up, bro. Hit him up. Hit him up. It's like, nah, yo. Everybody that's already sub to you. You already know what it is, yo. Salute to you for coming in the building, though, yo. Holla at you. Holla at Cuzzo, man. I'm gonna have to go and get my shit together. My ass is sleepy and I'm hungry. I've been up since like 5 o'clock. It seems like, man. It's been a lot going on. But salute to everybody that came in the building, everybody that's going to hear this on the playback. Please hit that like button and support your girl by hitting that like button and coming in. The like button is free. Y'all should already know, man. Y'all should already know. Hopefully these coming Saturdays, I'll be able to stick to my routine, regardless of who's live or what the fuck is going on. You should be able to see me at 3 p.m. or to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on what I'm doing, depending on how many fights is on. And if there's fights all day, you probably ain't going to see me at all on Saturday. And you will see me Sunday morning at 8 a.m. sharp. I'll probably make this Sunday 8 a.m. thing every Sunday, for real. But like I said, eyes back after my home purchase. It's hard doing it yourself, bro. But this is mine and mine only that I'm going to be giving to my baby girl. And I love it. Ashley's finally 100%, well, almost 100% happy. And I appreciate everybody that came in here and everybody that supported my channel ever since 2017. I appreciate and love y'all. I ain't shit without y'all. Peace, love, and respect to everybody, yo. Have a good one.